It's been 2 weeks and I still haven't touched it.
All right, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hello.
Hola.
Hello, hola. All right. Bam. We rolling. We rolling.
Rolling.
Almost went into Limp Bizkit song, but nobody wants to hear
I-
that.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I was half expecting it.
I was waiting for it. I was like, come on,
Yeah.
Brent, do it.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. No.
What? Yep.
Hey, look, I did it all for the nookie, so you can take that cookie in. You know, I feel like Limp Bizkit is underappreciated as a late '90s defining hip hop rock act.
I mean, I could agree with that. It's just that they didn't stay around, I think, long enough compared to other bands to make that presence cemented.
What? They didn't stay around long enough.
Yeah, they had their time. They let their songs sit, and they kind of backed off a little.
I only remember the Dog Water album. The more I think
Yeah,
about
I mean-
it, like that's about it. I'm pretty sure they had others. What album was that song? I'll let the world know that. Nobody else does. Okay. Everybody had a good day, weekend so far?
So far, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How's
You went
incubation
through-
period? Galena. Kaylee.
Oh, me. It's good. I'm at the point now where I cannot hide it, which is great and also weird. Like a
That's
good
good.
weird.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it does feel funny to like put shirts on that I've been wearing for the past 3 years and go, oh,
Nope.
well,
dr-
never mind.
More dresses.
So many dresses. Lots of dresses recently and wearing Dan's shirts, which
Yes.
are very comfy anyway
Mhm.
because he's weird about textures. So all of his shirts are super soft, so it kind of works
Mm.
out.
I don't blame him. There's nothing like a good shirt with like a soft kind of spandex like texture. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I need it to be brand new, but feel like it's been worn for years. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, it just fits you nice and snug. Just right. Cool. All right. Well, I'm glad everybody's doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, look, here's I gotta do my camera. That's what I'm missing.
how'd you do good, Brent? Gonna ask.
Yeah.
I'm going to Ren Fair tomorrow.
Woo!
Nice.
We went today.
Oh, nice.
How is
Heck
it there?
yeah.
I mean, how hot is it there right now?
It was fine in the shade and when there was a little breeze, but if you have like a hand fan, take it.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I always do.
Yeah, that
I used
don't
to work it.
skip
I'm
that.
good.
Don't
yeah,
skip that.
I got the ibuprofen. I got the travel spray deodorant with me. I've got the Band-Aids.
Well,
I'm good.
so today for the first part of the day, the power went out, so they only had certain things available for food.
Nice.
Oh, they can't make bread
Hopefully-
bowls then. That's the best
Yup.
part. Oh, and turkey legs.
And
Oh.
they didn't have any of like I wanted one of the chicken pot pies, and they didn't have that, which was sad.
That stinks. Those
Man.
were good.
The only time a turkey leg is banging is at Renfest. That's about it. Any other time, I'm like, it's all right, you know. But at Renfest, mwah!
You got the whole atmosphere and everything.
My
Yes.
sisters still talk about that.
I know we were all up there.
Yeah, we went together with Brett and two of my sisters, and they couldn't find me, but they saw Brett eating a turkey leg.
Oh.
They were like, he looked like he was really enjoying it.
Hell yeah!
That's good.
I was. Shoot,
Oh man.
I need to get them one.
I know me. I'll probably have to split mine with Jordan, but
I mean, I will be fair. As much as I love a turkey leg, that's a lot of meat. So if you can share it with someone, it's
Yeah.
a little easier.
Yeah, I would
They
usually
did
eat it,
something-
and Rod would finish it for me. But he's not going, so I'm gonna have to make her split it with me.
They have something in their chocolate. Their chocolate-covered strawberries are so good.
Mm.
I don't know why, but
They're
maybe,
excellent.
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe it's the same thing as the turkey leg. It tastes like 10 times better there.
I'll also say one of the few places outside of Orlando where you can get Dole Whip. So if you like pineapple, that's always a good option.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Pineapple or something? What is that?
It is pineapple ice cream.
Yeah, it's basically
It's so
pineapple
good.
soft serve. Yeah.
It's
Ooh,
Yeah, and
delicious.
it's usually it's like pineapple soft serve covered in pineapple juice.
So good.
So they have 3 options. They have the small cup, which is just the soft serve with a bit of juice. They have a float, which is pineapple juice and the ice cream together, and then they have the the big one option, which is basically a cut open a pineapple and they put the Dole Whip inside it.
That's the one I'm getting.
Yeah, it is
getting
huge.
that shit
It's
tomorrow.
delicious.
Ooh, I want one right now. Jeez.
I'll send a picture when I get it tomorrow.
Oh, how dare you? Tease
I'll
me.
do it.
Yep, I will be in Disney in 2 months, and I'll be definitely getting some there.
Yes.
Hey, where you going in Disney?
I'm going everywhere. I'm going to be there for an entire week.
That's right. Is this that trip that you were talking about a long time ago?
Yeah,
That you're
it's my
going on?
50. Yeah, it's my 50th. It's my 50-year-old birthday present to myself.
Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome. I know we were talking about last time when I went for spring break, but I know you did most of the Star Wars ride, but I don't know if you did the one where you sit in the thing and then they drop you out and you land on the planet. If not, you need to do that one. That shit is awesome. But when I went, it wasn't that packed this spring. We stayed at a resort that was pretty close by, so
Yeah.
I didn't have too many problems or anything.
Yep, I've already got my resort teed up. I'm paying for the meal plan, so I don't have to look at any menu pricing.
Oh man, dude, when we arrived and we were like, okay, we got into our rooms. Let's go ahead and stock up on, because we were there for almost 7 days, and we were like, let's go ahead and stock up at the store that they have here on site. And man, they were charging $8 for a gallon of milk. It was crazy. It was
Yeah, that's why I keep a list of, okay, I need to make sure I buy this and put it in the car for the trip. It's like okay, take a 40-pack of water. It's like,
Yep. Well, everything was not even double, but triple the price. We went over
Yeah.
to this Walgreens or something down the street and grab stuff, but it was super expensive.
They know who they're serving, and they adjust accordingly, I guess.
True. But, all right. We ain't in Disneyland. We in Drakkenheim. Ain't no rides here, but a ride to the Divine Light. Dun dun dun. But all right, guys, we burned in time. Let's go ahead and get into it. Who wants to start us off here with a succinct but important bullet-pointed recap? Who wants to give it a shot? Nobody ever wants to give a recap, I know.
I love giving recaps, Brent.
I know you love it. I know you love it. My
I mean, I did
brain.
last week, so.
That is true.
I can do it. I'll do
All right,
it.
Ooh.
do it.
All right.
Go for it. Thank you.
Okay, so we got into a fight with some spiders. Oh no, we didn't get into a fight with spider right away. We threw the dynamite and blew up the web, and then we went forward, and then it kind of there was a slit in the right side. Torrin and Alice went that way, and then kaput, and Louis went in the left side, and then 2 spiders spawned, and we fought those spiders. We ended up finding one of them down here, I think, right?
yep, the happening.
Yeah, the halfling. I didn't know that. And then we ended up going upstairs. Upstairs we find a portal with Oh, my earbuds just died, but I'll keep going. I think we found there's like this weird arcane portal, and it looked like a research lab. We decided, arcane from the academy. The gate had the numbers 619, I think, on it.
Correct.
Hold on, I have to change settings. I can't hear you guys. And then 618, but we found out that it was that guy. Oh, I keep forgetting his name because he's not important to me. I know he's important.
Don Laro, you know, that cool
Yeah,
dude.
Don Laro. That's why I
Yeah.
don't know his name because I don't care about him. Don Laro had the key to this gate. And then we also there was some journals that we took. We haven't really looked at it yet. The gate was connected to some stuff, but we didn't fiddle with that. We went ahead and moved on. We found another headhunter. I think it was the leader. Was it the leader in this room?
No, it was
Fairly.
It was Therlin, the dwarven only speaking dwarf. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. And then after that, we moved through the door to the other side, and then I think we found the other one, right?
And we
Yes.
found Takra.
Yeah, then we found the leader. And then they were all paralyzed and poisoned. We couldn't do anything about the paralyzed, but we helped with the poison. And now we are contemplating if we are carrying them or staying, I think is what we're at.
When suddenly, what happened at the very end?
Oh yeah, we heard spiders. Yeah, you're right. There
More
were
spiders. Yes.
I just wanted to avoid that. In my head, that didn't happen.
Well, that's happened to you.
I
Open
don't
doors.
acknowledge it. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen because I didn't say it.
But thank you so much, Tinu, aka Ku. Take some inspiration. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, and let's go ahead and get right back to it. So we are. Oh, actually, before we do, let's go ahead and take a gander here at. So I changed something on here. Now, yesterday, I believe it was you, Torin Keva, who asked me whether the Hooded Lanterns fiasco with Ansem, did that, saving Petra, did that qualify as a faction mission? I was like, no.
Yes, that's what I did ask.
But I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I think that's good enough. Because what I'm thinking in my head is that you're actually on another mission from the Silver Order to get back to them with favorable results from the Hooded Lanterns on them two working together to take Temple's Gate. That's kind of a completed mission. And I was thinking that that's kind of bundled into our last level, but I don't want to go ahead and just have this be all kind of for nothing besides gaining rapport with the factions. So I'm giving this to you guys. We still got to secure the base of operations in Drakkenheim, and we got to complete a personal quest. And I can tell you guys from pretty much here on out, each of these levels is going to be, resolving a personal quest. So you're just going to see personal quest, and maybe there's a couple other items you got to check off, but that's going to be about it. So you guys have to plan accordingly. I'm not saying that it's a time attack. You guys got to rush it or anything, but yeah, it'll be on you to knock out these personal quests. So yes, just a heads up on that. And as far as our itinerary of things that we are going to do, kill Spider. Go ahead and investigate thoroughly the notes found in Spooky Door Room. Head back south, hit the sprawl spot that we have here, right here. Then hit Emberwood, shop with Aldor, pick up some items that you guys put some money down on. Talk with Anar at the Hendricks farm, see what he's up to. go ahead and get a report back from Emma. You guys were talking about maybe agitating the Queensmen. That's always fun. And of course, you guys got to report back to Camp Dawn with words from the commander, Elis Drexel, that he's willing to go ahead and take on this agreement to work with the Silver Order if they adhere to his requests. And then lastly, of course, there's the Queen's Park, where you guys still were thinking about picking up some Eldridge lilies for Osgyorn, so they can continue to make Aqua Expergio. And then, of course, there's some other items in our Discord here that you guys can look over. But just want to go ahead and get your mind focused on that's kind of what we're doing. Now, I don't know if we're gonna get all of this session, but we're gonna get rolling. So, all right, let's go to our maps. And College Gates. Then let's focus on where you guys are at. Right here, yeah. And we are starting at the top of our initiative order here. All right. Here we go. All right, you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Spiders
I think
right there?
so, but
Okay, all right. All right, so it's still midday. It's still overcast. There's thin film of haze everywhere. You're in the ruined battlement, eastern battlement of College Gate. And Alice, I'm going to move you, Alice, right here. And move Taka right there. Alice and Torrent cut open the cocoon to see Taka's paralyzed, unconscious body. And that is when our spider decide it's time to go ahead and finish up this meal before you guys take it from it. So, it's going to go here. Let's turn up some danger sounds. There we go. And it will help if I open up its sheet.
It has a -5 on all rolls. It's okay, you don't have to look at the sheet.
Got it. Understood. Oh yeah. You know, it's gonna bite Takara. Okay. You see its mandibles and its fangs shred into the webs around Takra here. With that not being effective,
Brent, if you
Yes?
give me inspiration, I'll help you.
if I give you inspiration, you'll help me.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh no, you are well, you already helped me. He gets advantage. Thanks, I appreciate it. All right, there we go. See, thanks for the help there. Much appreciated.
wow, wow.
You are right. This guy's unconscious. He's laying down, and it's not looking good for poor Takra here.
Just remember that for Thursday game.
Well, understood. All right. This thing it misses with one of its fangs, but its other hits Takra directly in his abdomen, and you see Takra's body shudder and spasm uncontrollably, involuntarily, as this thing slurps at its innards. It's then going to take its leg, and it's going to kick at Torin here. And Torrid, you'll take 11 points of bludgeoning and roll me a dex save.
All right. Dex. And then, yeah, what I'm going to do before you tell me the result, I'm going to use my arcane deflection reaction to add 4 to that to make it 18, just in case.
Got it. The force of this leg almost sends you back on your butt, but you're able to, like, grip onto the wall and pull yourself up. Then after that, it's going to kind of whip its back abdomen around, and, that's all it does. And, it ends its turn. Torrid, what are you doing?
I'm going to trust the healers with Takra, and I'm going to... question, is this the same one that I was tussling with by myself last session?
Yes.
Do I see, like, wounds? Oh, okay, yeah, round two, you 8-legged bastard. Let's see just making sure what I have. Oh, wait, no, I did Arcane Deflection. The only thing I can do is True Strike. Okay, so rolling to hit.
Got it.
19.
19 will connect.
For 11 plus 3, so 14 damage.
14. Slice into this thing with Twilight.
And I don't have any current bonus actions, so that's going to be my turn.
All right. 1 second here. Let me just roll up something. I'll check something here. 23. And, okay. Moving on. You guys see, Torrid immediately draws his blade again at this thing and, strikes at it. Tina, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use my last Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
As my action. Let me do my thing. 30. From where I'm standing, does Takra look still alive?
If you could use your action to roll me a medicine.
No, my action was the Twilight Sanctuary.
I would say at a
bonus-
glance, he looks... He could be dead, but you're not sure.
Fuck my life. I'm gonna bonus... Damn it! Okay, I'm gonna do it anyways. Bonus action healing word first level at Takra.
Got it!
That's my last first level spell slot, damn it. And
Good roll.
then I'm going to just stand here until next round. I can't get them out yet. That's my full turn.
Understood. Torrid, you hear Taka gurgle a bit, but that's about it. Alice.
Okay, hearing that, seeing Tinu healed, the Twilight Sanctuary going on, and Taka is. Can I get on these barrels?
Yeah, it was just difficult terrain, but you can hop up on there.
Oh yeah, I'll hop up on there, and I'm gonna try to shank. We'll try. Let's see. Maybe. Come on. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add sneak attack to this. Got 14 damage. It's magical because it's a short sword. I don't know if that matters with them. And I'm gonna try to follow as I, kind of hop up, balance, and strike forward with my short sword. I'm gonna come around with my dagger and try to get him too. I have
Alrighty.
advantage now. Yeah. Oh, now let's do something. 23 hits, I'm imagining.
That is true.
All right, for another 3 damage.
While this thing is kicking at Torin, you exploit its distracted attention, and you cleave into this thing's back and jab your dagger into it. This dagger is magical?
Dagger is not magical, no.
Got it.
And then I'm going to... No, I'm gonna hold. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna stay here. I'll probably regret it, but I'm gonna stay here.
Understood. Loey.
All right, Loey. Takran's on the ground, right? He's prone?
For the most part, yes.
Okay. Loey's gonna level his gun over Takra and point Talon up at the big beastie. Bonus. Actually, am I gonna bonus action? Hold on. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna Hunter's Mark you because I need to save that. I'm going to take 2 shots with Talon at the big beastie.
Got it.
First shot. Good roll. 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to take 8 and half again because you're huge, so that's 12 points of magical bludgeoning damage. Actually, 13 because this weapon has been enchanted with magic weapon spell.
This is true. It
So you
seems
take 13 points of
surprised as it kind of rears back as the buckshot hits it.
and second shot. Also, I got a +1 to hit. 14 to hit.
Unfortunately, that blast goes high as this creature kind of like gets lower onto the ground. That will miss.
Dang it. Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna reload Talon. And can I move through? I want to. Well, I do. I need to move this space just in case somebody wants to get here. Can I actually? No, I don't, because I know who wants to stand there. I'm gonna move to here, so that way I'm out of the way of Takra in case somebody wants to pull in, and that's gonna be my turn.
Got it. You make 2 blasts at this spider as you strafe next to Torin, helping him back to his feet. Kolabadi.
Okay, let's see. Bonus action. On Poltergeist, since Takra is paralyzed, they automatically fail their strength save as they get yanked to here.
Does that spell do damage?
No, it is just a 5-foot push or pull.
All right, spectral head yanks. Now Takra is still bundled a bit here in this web. I'm gonna roll me a spellcasting ability modifier here. Let's see if you could yank him out. No bueno. Looking for a 15. But I will say he's free now. You see his body just gets torn from the rest of the web, and it's just like rolled over on inside.
Okay, so 5. I'll move to here, grab them, and I'll pull them back to where I was going to pull them anyway.
Pull him right here.
Yep.
The spider senses your movement, and its 8 eyes look at you. And with its 10-foot reach, it's going to make an attack of opportunity with its leg and try to kick at you.
That will miss.
That will miss as you are able to quickly drag him back out of the way. Anything else, Kolabadi?
Because of the difficult terrain, I don't. That would be my bonus action and my move, so that'll be it.
Understood. Kaput! You see your party member springing into action. What you doing?
So look at this nice little melee line they gave me. I'm gonna get right up in its face, and I'm going to Booming Blade as my first fist goes to punch at it.
Understood. Just as Takra's being dragged away, you sprint up.
Ooh, my stuff's lagging really bad. Does 22 hit?
22 will hit.
Cool. So there's Hang on. There's the first one. Hang on.
It's loud.
Which one's the first roll? A 1, so 12 thunder damage.
You slam into its face, and chords, well, actually, more concussive force emanates out. It eats the damage and staggers back a bit. It looks a bit bloody, but still there.
Cool. I'm gonna try to punch at it again.
All right. Seeing you knocked it off balance.
That's a 15 hit.
This time it lifts up one of its legs and bats your arm away.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do at this moment. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do at this moment.
Understood. I don't know why it's not showing on the initiative for you guys, but the phase spider's at 22. But Kalina, what are you doing?
Moving where I can actually see shit. Which, can I be in the next spot over, even if that's, or does that count as part of the wall?
Yeah, you can move over right there. That's fine. You're talking about right here?
Okay.
That
Yeah,
works.
I-
Yeah.
10, 15, 20. Is that a terrible place for me?
You tell me.
I mean,
It looks like a new vacation home, Kalina. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's perfect.
works. We'll land there.
Got it. You run around this core
Attack
pillar.
us.
Understood. Hammer out. Devastating 26 connects.
12?
It'll do 12 points of damage, yeah. Your hammer slams into it.
And then the second one, 20?
That'll connect also.
Okay. Another 6 damage.
You batter this thing twice with your hammer, and it chitters in irritation.
Okay. That's... I don't have a bonus action.
All right, understood. Its turn. You guys see it vanishes.
Does that count as it moving by chance?
Not all you see is it go disappear. You don't see any movement in the environment, none of that.
I mean,
Well, the booming blade.
if it moves, the spell still
Yeah.
goes off.
Sure, but you don't
Here,
hear
I'll-
anything. I mean,
That's
give me
fine.
the
I'm gonna
text
roll the damage and.
of this
Yeah,
spell.
hang on.
I
Sorry,
mean, it
my,
still works,
my-
but I don't think that.
It doesn't give us
We
any
can-
visual. It
we
just
can
yeah.
hear it, but if it moves, it takes the boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Sorry, give me a moment. My roll 20 is super slow tonight. Play in PTT. So, roll the damage for you, and you decide if it takes it or not. based
Yeah,
off
yeah, you can go ahead and roll
the
it.
deck.
That thunder.
All right, let's go through the initiative order here. I mean, this thing vanishes, but you guys are wise enough now to know that it's probably not gone forever. Doran, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know what range is going to pop out, so I'm going to ready a Toll the Dead. When I see it, it's going to go off.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't think I'm going to move from where I am, so that'll be my turn.
Got it. Tito?
I'm going to wait. I have to roll Torn. I'm sorry. Here you go, Torn. I'm gonna
Thank you.
action grab Takra and I'm gonna pull them back one with me.
Okay. And I can move Talker here. Bloop. Drag
can
it
I
through the
make them-
webs.
Can I drag her here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's all I can really do. That's right there.
Understood. Alice.
I hate this. I don't know where it's gonna go. But seeing that Tinu's dragging Takara, probably gonna try to eat Takara some more. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna figure out where I'm going. Yeah, she's gonna come over this way and try to hop on the other side of Takara just to make sure that there's an opportunity to, and hold an action to shank if anything comes in if it comes in within melee.
Got it. Loey.
Similarly mirroring Alice, I'm going to likewise come over here, standing next to Takra, and I'm going to level Talon, and if that thing pops up and I see it, I'm going to shoot a shot at it. So I ready my action to shoot.
Understood. Kolobati.
Now I'm going to move up, reach over Takra to touch Alice with my bonus action to borrow her senses. Step back and ready in action. Once the thing is seen, some ghosts are getting launched.
Understood. Kaput.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell it's coming from. And I'm worried about Kalina being over there by herself too. So I'm going to stay exactly where I'm at. And yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stay exactly where I'm at. And I'm gonna pull out my crossbow real quick. And if I can shoot it within... If I can shoot it if it's within range or visibility, I will.
Understood.
That's it.
Kalina.
Yeah. I'm a little more worried now about being over here by myself. Can I don't know, make some kind of check?
Sure, if you want. What type of check?
I don't know. Do you know what to do next?
The what next check?
Yeah.
Sure, you can roll a what's next check.
I like it.
I guess perception? That's not gonna help me. I'm just gonna try and move towards something else, I guess. Can I get 5, 10, 15 around to here? I know I'd have to go like over those barrels if that's okay.
Yes, it's difficult terrain, but yeah, you can move over the barrels.
Okay. And then I'm going to... How is Takra looking?
Unmoving.
Still.
But
okay.
yeah.
Can I know you're not supposed to like get through people, but like if I step sort of through cold body and then back, can I try lay on hands and do the purify poison that we've been doing on the others?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I would like to try and do.
All right, then you come over, nudging past Kolobati and put your hand on Taka where his wound was at, in his abdomen, and you see he breathes a lot easier.
Okay, I think that's all I can do. Because that's an action.
Got it. All right. Boop. Right behind you, Alice. You see this thing materialize.
Okay,
gonna
how
shake
many?
it.
Yeah, I think a bunch of actions just went off.
I think it's literally in the one place I can't see it.
Yes, unfortunately. You and Kaput, you hear activity, but you don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of you, you can do your readied actions.
Okay.
The first one's gonna miss,
Oh,
and
no,
the second
Bud.
one.
All right.
15, I think one misses also.
Yes, that will also miss.
Alice misses 2. Love that.
29 to hit.
I'll connect.
All right. 11, so that'd be 16 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
You blast
scatter.
off soon as you see this creature. Blow off a sizable chunk of it. It's bleeding some blackish blood. And with that, it tries to bite you, Alice. Well, first, actually, it's gonna try to kick you.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
You'll take 19 points of bludgeoning as this thing slams its leg into you. Roll me a dexterity save.
Okay. Okay. 15.
It almost knocks you off your feet, and then it's gonna try to bite you. Uh, 10 points of piercing damage. Roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, I'll take a nat 20 for a 22.
You'll take half of 22. Jesus.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay.
And with that, let's see. What will it do? It backs up a bit. And it ends its turn.
Opportunity attack?
You
Alice
already did a
does.
reaction.
But, oh,
Yeah.
yes,
I already
true.
did a reaction.
But I
Yeah.
have this 10-foot range.
Do you have this out?
Yes, it's yeah, because she doesn't have anything out other than that and her longbow. But the longbow's on her back. She would have the whip out.
Okay.
Would that be in range then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10
Would
foot.
have been, yeah.
Yeah. So
Give it a shot.
Okay. Instead of hitting people with her fist, 17.
You hit with the whip as you lash at it as it backs away.
5 damage.
It hits its its hide. It doesn't seem to be super effective, but you do some damage to it.
Hey, I tried. Sorry, guys.
hey, something is better. Hey, you got something down, right?
All right, Torin.
Okay. Unfortunately, didn't see it that entire time. I'm gonna go this way. I do see it. So 15. What I'm gonna do, because it's finally not close to me, I am going to try and a little bit less of the sparking of the lightning I did before, but definitely some crackling energy as I try to hit it with a witch bolt at second level. So +7 to hit for 19.
19 connects.
So that's going to be 3d12 for 22
Jesus.
damage. and if it's still up, I am going to use my bonus action to deal another d12.
After the 22, you see its body convulses against the force of, this is a lightning energy, and it then collapses against the wall and twitches its leg, and then goes still.
Freaking try to get away from me again. I'll do the bonus action extra just cause I can.
Got it. You just shock the shit out of it. Its whole body just trembles. You see bits of plates and pieces falling off of it. And then eventually you see its body just slowly fade away into nothing.
Tinu, can I get my temp? Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, it's rolling like crap tonight. Holy shiz.
All right. I guess you can do this. I'm gonna say just to expedite things. Just roll one more time for this. I guess this temp, and everybody's gonna get the same thing.
Okay. Yay.
Sorry, you drew the short stick here, Alice. But, well, 9. All right.
Hey!
I'm gonna take that 9.
Alice, you hear clinking coming up behind you. As the hand touches you. 14.
Oh, she'll kind of jerk and look and see that it's you, and then feel the healing and thanks.
Welcome. I look around the party. Does anybody else seem pretty, I don't want to say knocked up, but pretty bad?
Torn has taken some damage, but he's not too bad off. He can wait if someone else is worse.
Are you bloodied?
Close, but no.
Brent, may I make a medicine check on Alice?
Yeah.
Cool. Alice, you see Eloy looking you up and down. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right. The spiders are done for now, it seems. Now, last session, did you try to do this cleansing touch on anybody else, Kalina?
Kalina, you did it on Erlen and you did it on Odo.
I think
Got
she
it.
did the
Okay.
cleansing touch on all 3 of them to get rid of whatever
I
poisoned.
I
Got
think
it.
I got everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did.
All right. Yeah, they no longer seem poisoned, although their limbs are still limp, and you see Taka just laying on the ground. His eyes are open, and he's like, breathing heavy, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything for paralysis right now.
Are we exploring more? Or are we gonna go sit up in that room and catch our breath?
Can we take a rest?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was saying, up in the spooky dorm room, right?
Yeah.
It's the most secure location we have, so yeah.
we've investigated a lot of this place and we found who we're looking for. Taking a rest at this point is probably the best. See if these guys.
Yeah. The only place we haven't checked is of the area above where we're currently at, and where we saw the additional multi-hued webs on the battlement.
Well, it's odd, When I've heard, I'm sure Theron will back me up on this, but usually if spiders like that are roosting about in the place, you find one great big broodmother somewhere, but those were all the same size. I don't know, maybe the delirium does something different to them.
Well, I mean, this one was a lot bigger than those earlier ones we thought.
Yeah, these last 2 were was definitely bigger.
Oh, I didn't find any eggs, neither.
No.
Just
I mean,
Oak.
I'll be honest, if these things are popping in and out, the eggs might not be here.
Huh?
In which case, we
Right.
probably need to get rid of that web that's on the battlement to keep them from coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That disappearing thing.
As you guys talk about this, you guys go back down the steps, in which you guys came up to find Takra, and then you go back through. There was a passage here, which I'll open this door. And back into this room. As all of you come back this way, actually, how did you? Oh no, you guys came from the top. You guys came from the you guys went up the top. Okay, I was about to say. Okay, got it. Yeah, you guys went through the winch that's in the center, and then come down the steps in the west battlement and out this door here. That's where you guys come. But yeah.
Well, before we came up here, did we want to go up the center stairs in the room we were fighting in to see what was up that battlement, or do we all just want to take the safe route back?
Well, we do need to check the third floor of that other tower. We know it's in between the top floors, but we don't know what's on the top floor of the other tower.
Yeah, and so we might as well have gone up the tower that we were in.
If you guys look around here, you note where Alice is kind of standing. Now, this area is full of webs. The other areas has webs in it, but not so much. But as you remember, this area is just draped in it. But north of Alice, in this position here, there looks to be a ladder that goes up to a trap door.
Do you want me to check it out?
All right, let's go have a look, just in case one of those things that hide and don't want to be arrested. Well, we got one above us.
Yeah, I don't really know enough about arcane to help with everybody doing the reading, so yeah, we'll go up. I'll go up the ladder and check the trap door.
Okay. Oh yeah. So okay, just from my memory, you guys went down the steps to the second floor, then crossed over. Okay, and come back up. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. You guys. Well, Alice, you climb this rickety ladder, and it takes a couple bops before the trapdoor flies open. You get a cool breeze, and then you peek your head up and look around. You see more webs and some ruined ballistas that faced the south, out of College Gate. And then I assume you go completely up.
As long as it doesn't have like that humming where I think it's not safe, like that one battle. Yeah.
You can hear that ringing noise coming from your east over here, but it sounds a bit dampened from your position. You imagine if you got closer, you'd probably be louder.
Anything up there?
I wouldn't get closer. No.
Do you take a look around up here, or you just kind of stand here, take a gander, and go back down?
Yeah, I would take a look around up here, avoiding like getting too close to the middle part.
I'm gonna come up with Addie at that point and keep watch.
Okay. All right. Move you up here. Yeah, these ballistas look old and broken. You don't even see any harpoons for them. But you look down 60 feet below to the south, and you can see the ruins and the street that leads up to College Gate. But of course, staying away from the east side here. If both of you walk over and look on this side, you're treated to an interesting or amazing sight. Alright. Let's do... Run this back. Turn that down. There we go. All right. So looking into the city beyond College Gate, you see the following. Beyond College Gate, there's more webs. But the further you look beyond these webs and down the street, your eyes are drawn to the sky. Above are boiling, tempestuous clouds, stretched into a spiral arm pattern that twists around a colossal obsidian tower that careens into the overcast skies. You're so close to the inscrutable tower here. It's only several blocks away, and it just dominates the skyline. And you can see the shattered segment of the tower clear here. It's a breathtaking sight. The tower's innards seem frozen in mid-ejection from some explosive force, the meteor obviously, that traveled through here a decade or so ago. You can still see the heat and light just kind of radiating out from that explosion, and it cast a fiery glow over the blocks below. And this is an opportunity to show you, I think, one of the coolest images in the book here.
Yes.
I love this image.
Oh my gosh, that is actually really, really cool.
Yeah. That's essentially what you see up above these spiral clouds. When you're finally able to tear your eyes away from this incredible sight, your eyes are also treated to another amazing view that's just a bit further away. Perched atop the highest pinnacle overlooking the city is Castle Draken in all its glory. And they don't have as an amazing picture as this one for Castle Draken, but I found something that kind of fits the vibe. Its imposing walls enclose a vast network of Gothic halls and corridors. Towers stab into the clouds of haze above, and jagged forks of lightning lashes at its spires. There's hundreds of windows that just dot this imperial fortification, and fuming from most of them are toxic, billowing clouds of haze that radiate with fury to the skies above. The whole structure seems to just steam eldritch energy. And sprawling several blocks in between the haze-bathed Castle Draken and the struck inscrutable tower looks to be a vast forested garden. Unkempt trees and hedges can barely be seen through the rolling magical fog. That, of course, must be Queen's Garden. Standing here, Alice Lowy, College Gate looks like almost a perfect vantage point to access the most northern part of the inner city here and some interesting sights. Of course, you guys could press ahead to these sites now, because who knows what will be waiting at College Gate if you guys leave and return. But standing up here, that's what you see.
How in the hell are they gonna climb that thing when it's cut in half? Molly says, pointing up at the tower.
Alice kind of blinks and looks away from the castle. Oh. I don't know.
Why are you staring at a big fortress over there?
That's where the answers are. Why wouldn't I be staring at it?
Well, 1 foot at a time, Manny. We still gotta get to the other place first, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that thing's going anywhere. It's made of stone, right? I mean, looks like it.
You're talking about the castle,
Somewhere.
Chloe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's made out of stone?
The castle, yeah. Yeah, it looks like an imposing stone, well crafted. Obviously, this Castle Draken was made to last as long as people are around, and it has so far.
Yeah, I'm not worried about stone getting up and walking away, but I'm worried about who else is walking in there and finding what I need before I can.
Well, we'll get to see it soon enough. And whatever beasties decide to make it its nest. Louis says, looking back around the battlements, a little more worried.
We should check the other tower here. I know they're all wanting to rest, and Spider kicks the shit out of me, but there might be something in the other tower we didn't get to see. I don't know if you wanted to sit. I don't really want to stay still.
Nah, be fine. Though, I'm down to about 10 shells left with Talon.
Well, maybe you should stop missing so many times.
Yeah.
Both of you, roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Looking for a 17 or higher.
That's my passive.
Well, it's the active roll here I'm giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Shit.
Okay.
Damn it.
You want to walk over to the battlements then?
Yeah, we'll have to go through the winch, though, because I'm not trying to mess with those webs unless you just want me to throw some fire on it.
Nah. Not while they're resting. Alright. We'll go let them know.
Okay. While that's going on, the rest of you, are you doing anything?
I'd say Torrin is trying to keep an ear out because he doesn't know if there's any spiders left. So if he hears anything, he's ready to rush up and back them up.
Okay. You see, Baz has grabbed his party members and is kind of over here to the north. He's leaning over Odo, who has his eyes open, but he's just kind of staring. And you see, he's giving Odo like a slap on the face. Get up! It's all just a dream. You're fine. You see, he picks up the halfling and sets him on his feet, and then he just collapses back to the ground.
What? Tina, if this guy's doing this, Tina's going over there. Leave him alone. Stop it. Can they blink at us? I'm gonna look at them.
Yeah, they kind of blinking here and there, you know. It doesn't look like it's controlled.
Oh yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay. Tina would just kind of, she like stands like, you know, like when you're playing basketball and you're on guard and you have your arms out and you're like, I'm just standing in front of Boz like that, like, don't touch them, leave them alone. They're paralyzed.
He just glares at you.
Yeah, let's see if we
Where's
can
the one
defend
with the
him out of their
hat?
system.
You see, he stomps away. He moves past this flickering door and doesn't touch it. Ah! He looks at you, Kolabadi. He walks right up to you.
Throw him another biscuit.
You know what I want. Yes, you reach.
Oh.
He snatches it from you and he begins devouring it. And he sits down. I guess Alice, Loey, you guys come back down the ladder and see the rest of the party here.
Get some good views if you go up there. You can see the tower and the castle and the garden.
Odd thing, that tower. Castle looks fine, though, if a bit covered in haze.
Did you mark it on
Yeah,
the map?
I think it's already on the map.
They're already on the map.
Oh,
We're just close. Didn't realize how close we were.
okay.
Yeah.
Tina's gonna make sure that Boz isn't coming over here. She'll go look real quick just to see, because they said it was pretty.
Yes, you go up there and a breeze hits you, and you see the amazing sight in which I've described and shown.
Yeah, I think Horan, hearing that, will also head up.
Same.
And Bobby would join those three because he was also curious about, especially the tower itself.
And as those three go up, Chloe looks over at Alice and nods towards the eastern battlements.
She'll just nod and slip out the room with them while everyone's not there.
Mhm.
Unless
Well, Kaput just, is looking at you guys, and Kalina's, still down here.
no, we don't need to go that way, right? We got to go down one.
Yeah, I got
Sorry.
you guys.
Past
I'm
one
just
place.
gonna drag you, but yeah, you go down one level, you cross through the winch area, and then you would come back into the same room in which you fought the giant spider, and you would see that there are obviously a door to the north with some circular steps inside that go down, and even though not depicted on, they go up and down. Excuse me.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
move you to the north here so you can see what I'm talking about. If you open this door, there's steps to go
Mhm.
up and down.
Up or down first.
Chloe points
This
up.
was because this was a hole up, right?
Correct. That is a whole upward.
Yeah. So we would have grabbed attention from anything up there already. With fighting down here, so we can go up.
Just
Okay.
a double check.
You guys carefully come up the steps. And I'm gonna move you guys over here. And you come to a door.
Do I hear the whining sound on the other side of it?
No.
No. Okay. Look it over. Seem trapped, locked, all that fun stuff before I slowly open it.
Just webs kind of bulging out of the seams, but that's about it. And yeah, you can open the door. And you come into what looks to be office area. Immediately what you see is on the north wall here. I'm sorry, actually over here. It looks like the whole wall is collapsed. And you can peer out it down, and you can see some rubble and the web trees and stuff outside. Hanging from one of the walls here looks to be an old tattered banner of the Von Kessel coat of arms. There it is. And you see dusty old tables, bookshelves, books all spilled across the floor, and other office items around this area. If you move to the southern portion, you find an old ruined leather couch, rugs like on the ground, shelves, what looks to be trinkets and other stationary items. This one here looks to have a few metal awards on them that, if you look at them closer, Loey, says that for virtuous service to the Drakkenheim guard stationed here at College Gate. You know, it looks like a ceremonial kind of award gifted from the royal family. You see others of them lined up here. None of them look to be made out of any precious metal.
Does it list any familiar names of like people that these were awarded to, or is it just for like a unit or something in the military?
Sure. You see a couple of them. Looks to have Captain Ewick's name on it. It looks like this person. Several of these items have his name on it. He was maybe the commander or the of the watch here at College Gate. You also see there is a banner of the academy on the walls here too.
Think there's anything worth taking?
I mean, maybe his desk has a locked drawer or something, but this Captain Hewitt fella, maybe you could mention it to
Drexel.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he might know them.
Yeah, I'll go check out the desk.
Okay, you guys give this place a search over. Go ahead and roll me a perception, both of you guys. Or take the highest.
Sure.
Okay.
While that's going on, the rest of you, I'll get back to that. Kaput, Kalina,
Yes.
are you guys doing anything?
Yeah. So you said these stairs, were up a few levels, right?
No. If you look out this web-draped arrow slit, and you see
Yeah.
the steps, it looks like the steps go from the ground level here, and then
Yeah.
curve up to the ground level. Like the ground level door must be elevated, maybe 5 feet or so.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
it looks like that access point is to the ground level of this battlement.
Okay. More making sure like it didn't go down underground.
No, you don't see any basement level stuff here.
Okay. Yeah, there's bosses being fed. The other 3 are just there. Who looks to be the lightest one of them all?
Odo, the halfling.
Okay. Well, when it comes time to move, if he's not mobile yet, then Kaput will volunteer to help carry him for an indeterminate amount of time.
Understood. Kalina, are you doing anything?
I think we were just trying to get. We were gonna like set up my horse to see if they could help carry some of them.
Well,
But
yeah, but I think we're.
Otherwise,
I think.
Huh?
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing when we leave the towers. I think right now we're just worried about rest. Are you doing anything about resting here?
Well, that's what I wasn't sure if there was anything else for me to do until then.
What do you want to do?
Just keep watch.
Okay.
I don't really feel like we're safe because there's spiders. So I feel like I don't want to let my guard down, but I also don't really know what else I would be helpful doing right now. So
Got it.
Kala, Tinu calls out to you. Kala, come up here.
okay, that I can do that.
And yeah, you climb. I'm not going to move. You're got a map here, but you climb up the ladder, and you're up on the very top of this battlement. And in the distance, you can see the castle and the inscrutable tower, and all the inner city blocks below.
That is pretty cool.
Tinu holds your hand and whispers, I think that's where Mom is.
In the tower.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're supposed to get there.
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna give her a big
Do-
hug.
Okay.
Sorry, do what?
I was asking, does either of you have the map? of
I
the city.
think Alice has
I
it.
thought Alice had it.
Yeah, I have all the maps on my inventory.
And
Yeah.
they've wandered off.
Yeah, you go back down, look around, you see that they're gone. Yeah.
As they tend to do.
What did you want to do, Buddy?
Well, since we have an elevated position to look into the inner city, I want to see if there's anything else we forgot. Like you said, you were trying to find a theater.
Yeah, we were.
Brent,
Yes.
knowing with my history in this city, even though it's been a very, very long time, and probably having studied a bit on it because I know what I'm looking for, could I help try to point some of those locations maybe out if they ask me?
Sure. Just give me a general insight. I can roll with advantage. 15, so I'm looking for.
And I will say that
Oh.
while I'm doing this, while I'm not going to bring it up to them, I'm also going to be looking for my old home and see if I can notice it from here.
Ah, interesting. Okay, we'll get to that. Alice and Loey with 18 highest here. You guys can roll me a D100.
You want to roll it, or do you want me to roll it, Shane?
You found it. You roll it. Believe me.
Okay.
Or if you, okay. Oh, okay. Hey, look. That's more than half of what I hoped for.
Uh-huh.
Because it's 50. Never mind. All right.
No, I got it. I got you.
Roll me a D4.
Okay. Shit.
You pull out the drawers and look through this stuff, and as you look around more and more, you get a sense that over the past decade and a half, somebody else has been here probably picking through this place and maybe have taken maybe other items of worth. But you do find on the northern wall here next to the banner of the Amethyst Academy. Should I do that?
Yeah, why not? Find the crown of Drakkenheim, probably.
The picture, you find what looks to be a magically rendered large portrait, and it looks to be of a modest townhome. You have no idea what, but it looks really nice. 3 stories.
Does it have a plaque underneath it or something to like indicate what the picture's of?
Sure. The placard looks to be the Reeves family's historical home, and it looks to have been gifted from the Church of the Sacred Flame here. For some
it's the
reason.
Reeves Manor that we've been to.
Reeves Manor.
Yeah.
Reed
But
Manor.
Reed Manor. It looks quite nice and restored.
Oh well.
So it's a house, we're gonna say. I'm just trying to go by what they gave me here.
Yeah. Well,
It looks like it looks like the Reed Manor in better days.
There we go.
Either Ophelia will want this, but
Maybe you wonder what
Okay,
Ophelia
so
will feel like knowing that that home has been turned into a trap house, but you know.
Mhm. Oh, believe me, I'm putting the information in the back pocket if I need it.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, that's. What
But
I
it
was
looks
gonna
like
say,
it's
the red
worth
line
about
hotel.
25 gold pieces.
Okay.
Cool. Doesn't the Red Lion guy pay double for that? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's our-
that's what I was just
sorry.
thinking too.
Yeah. Pay a good chunk. Why don't we take it to Ophelia, like you were saying?
If we need the leverage or the gold more, we'll see.
I didn't find anything else. You?
No.
Yeah, most
Should
of
I
the
have to-
books here looks to be logs of important events, like maybe large caravans coming into the city or leaving for whatever event happening in Drakkenheim. There looks to be nothing really else of value here.
Does it have like a log of the people that came in and out of the gate?
Not here. No.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
this-
it's a log for sure, but it looks like these books are here are really reserved for important events, as if like for instance, you find in one book there's a log of a circus that has came through here and set up near College Gate. You see another instance of like a couple hundred people for like a parade of some sort going down College Street and entering the gate here. These look like more somebody was logging historical events at this location, not necessarily every single person who's ever came through here.
Are they
Pretty
all in the
similar.
same? Are they all in the same hand? Like written by the same person?
It looks printed.
Oh, okay. Bunch of official old stuff, but I don't think this will be useful to anybody. Should we go take a look at the roof?
We saw the roof from the other side. There wasn't anything there. Right, Brent? We
yeah.
could see it.
Yeah, you could look across, and you got a sense that there was nothing of interest on that side either, besides, of course, the view and some more broken down ballistas.
Go down. Ground floor is the only one I think we haven't looked at, right?
Yeah, let's go get that done so we can get them the hell out of here. Hopefully by the time we get back, they'll be arrested and ready to leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys go down the steps to the ground level. And you find what looks to be another spider web with a cocoon. No, actually, this is the one that you guys tore open and found.
There's a desiccated corpse.
Yes, desiccated corpse
Yeah.
here, and you've already raided that.
That was where I got jumped.
Exactly. If you look
That's right,
around
yeah.
down here, besides a small fireplace and back door, you don't find anything of value.
I guess we head back then? Or did you want to
Yeah.
do anything else?
Well, it seems all pretty clear. You know, Ari, I was wondering if they're going to be busy. And I mean, I don't think we're figuring on coming out back here. We could do that Lattice service, the knight from the Silver Order. What's his name? Shite. Can't remember it. Yeah. I mean, he said there was a jewelry shop. You got the maps, right?
Yeah. She'll pull out the map.
Got any names on that?
Your world
I don't think
map
we've had-
looks to has only like really historical sites on it. I believe
Which one?
Elijah was saying that there was probably jewelry shops inside of the inner city. I don't recall him giving you a specific place.
No, he just hoped that there was one near College Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wanting us to escort him there so he could rifle through to see if he could find something appropriate.
If you're antsy, Eddie, we could go have a look about. We got the hour. I don't think we've taken long enough. Probably will be resting. We can let him know before if you need.
If you want to.
I mean, if you want to get a stretch of your legs. You need a rest.
She just kind of looks at you like she doesn't know what she wants to say.
Well, he looks at you waiting.
Let's just see what everyone else is doing. They're not going to like us running off into the city.
I don't know. Petra seems to be fine, but okay.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Petra seemed fine enough with it. I'm alright.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, I'll just kind of glare at you. Just go ahead.
Eventually, Loey, Alice, you return. I'm gonna say that adventure took like maybe 20 minutes or so at the most. You guys all come back down and come into this room here together to finish out. You're trying to do a short rest, is what I think's going on.
Yep.
Okay. Now you guys were interested in poring over these journals during this short rest. Is that something you guys still are doing?
Well, Bonte would definitely be curious about that. I think the twins were too.
Okay.
Yeah, Alice will look through some if she's asked to, but she doesn't know shit about Arcana, so.
All right, from your bag, you take out these journals in which you found here that you packed up, and you begin reading and looking through them. Kolobati, maybe you point out to Kalina, Tinu, and you essentially come away with the following after about an hour. So it's been about an hour and a half or so you guys have been here. But you get a short rest, so if you want to roll hit dice and stuff, you can go ahead and do that. But you discover the following, some bullet points. An Academy Arcanist by the name of Cogsworth Copperpot spent 5 years off and on at this location, attempting to access something that he refers to as, quote-unquote, a hallway. Various experiments, measurements, and reporting back to the Amethyst Academy occurred over this 5-year period. In all cases, it seems like he was sent back with more resources to continue his work, hence the accumulation of items here in his makeshift laboratory. At some point, it seems like he gained an apprentice by the name of Maya Kurt. About a year later, Cogsworth laments in his journal that when he attempted to conjure this door, there was a flash of light, and she vanished. After this lamenting period, Maya's disappearance made him redouble his efforts to solve the stability of this door. You would have discovered this before in the books, not the journals, but it logs some powerful explosions occasionally occurring when the flickering door has been interacted with, but not every time. Cogsworth, and this is back in his journals, also used his familiar, apparently a ferret by the name of Phillips, in his tests, and he notes that sometimes when Phillips interacted with the door, it vanished and then reappeared, and other times the poor creature disappeared entirely and never came back, or was turned to ash. Whenever Phillips the ferret disappeared and was conjured again, it seemed to have no idea what happened. In more recent entries, Kolobati, you come across some proof for an arcane ritual. The name at the top of this proof is called Neutralizing Field. And these arcane proofs look extremely complex to anyone who's studied Arcana, at the Academy or not. But everything's here to learn this spell. And I'm going to put this in the treasure channel. And note that this is a discovered spell. And there are certain spells, obviously this is not from the regular spell list. These spells here require research in order to learn. But you have all the important components from this Arcanist's journal, and if you meet the requirements at the very bottom, you could learn this spell. The very last entry looks to be the thoughts of Cogsworth here, and he says, quote, "I've tried near everything to stabilize the door. I think the energy of the haze crosses multiple dimensions and is affecting the door's manifestation in our realm. I'm hoping to draft a variant of neutralizing field that can absorb the energies of the haze across the ethereal and shadow realms, allowing the door to anchor for a longer duration of time. If not, I'm done with this place. The ringing in my ears is driving me mad. From here, I'll check the excavation site at the clock tower for the old door, as Runeweaver asked. If it's not there, or the key is missing, then I'm at a loss. The Grand Master can come look for himself. If something happens to me, I hope that someone would send word to Miss Kurt's family that she was an effective and caring apprentice that any Arcanist could have. And that's the last entry here.
Who? I'm so sorry. I was trying to type that down as you were gone. What was the name that he dropped?
Runeweaver.
Thank you.
Yes. And I will put in general pretty much what I just said here. And you can add it to whatever notes.
Cool. Thanks.
But that's what you get, Kolobari, from these books.
Well, the mention of Runeweaver and Grandmaster and all that, I'd definitely point that information over to Torin. He's got more information on the Academy than I do.
Yeah, if there's anything I can roll or add to that.
You can roll me an insight.
Okay. Ooh, I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, nothing comes to mind here. Only thing is that you know that the Academy has an organized structure of people reporting to other people, and that's what it seems to be talking about.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to fast forward here, unless anybody else wants to do anything here. Yeah?
Did I... Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Did I find anything with that insight check I did when looking over the city?
Yes. We're going to get to that. Thank you for reminding me, though. I just want to bring up the actual world map here, so or the city map, for just a visual frame of reference.
Okay.
After about an hour, you begin to hear Thurlin and Odo and Takra like groan, and you can see them slowly beginning to move and regain their movement from this paralysis. If you let them recover, it takes another 30 minutes or so. It seems like eventually on shaky legs, they're able to get up and spend some time getting themselves back to being coherent. And Baz would come over and immediately chastise them. Fools! You let a dream distract you. And after remembering how to talk, Odo would just ignore that. And he would go, I saw and I heard it. I heard it all. We thought you guys were dead. But you came and looked for us.
Yeah, not from lack of other things trying, but yeah.
Yeah, the Lord of the Feast was running us down.
Baz goes, they found the Lord of the Feast. And as they
No, the Lord of
promised,
the Feast found us.
well, as they promised, they're going to take us to him. Taka goes, I don't know about that right now, Baz. I'm not feeling too good.
I would be surprised if you did feel good after what you've gone through. Any discomforts? Anything that feels off? Anything of note?
Taka just goes, everything feels just numb. Like, you know, when you've been sitting on the pot a little too long and your legs go numb. Just imagine that's your whole body.
Not a good sensation, but probably not the worst you could be feeling at this moment.
Therilyn and Dwarven just looks at you, Loey, and goes, the fools came here and charged ahead. This one, you see, pointing at Baz, wanted to go in first, but then he froze and just stood there for a long time and began muttering to himself.
And you chased after him in Dwarven.
I did not chase after him. I tried to tell the others that we should wait or go back, but they thought that they could find something useful to help him inside of this place.
Useful? Webs, this is a spider's hunting ground. You should know that.
This whole place is a hunting ground. And I told them as much.
Tina will ask them, what's the date?
Odo will go, well, a couple days ago we went to Eckerman Mill. We were waiting on you guys and no one showed up. We just assumed the worst and decided we traveled all the way here. We might as well try to make use of that time. So...
Wait, what was the date then, though? It's important, I promise.
She's asking what's today, lad.
I get it. The halfling starts looking at you. He goes, it has to be the 26th.
Okay. Sorry for the weird question, but at least that's not as far forward as we might have feared.
Wait, how many days did we lose? Tina asked.
2, I think, technically?
2.
We lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's not too
24 to 26. Like, we were worried about, like... So most of
Yeah.
the stuff should still technically be on the table. I don't think Old Zoya's had her thing yet. We haven't missed any of the calls with... That was on the 30th.
We got sucked into a time warp. We tried to run from it, but we couldn't. So we kind of just tied ourselves together and then went into it.
I told you it had taken days.
Tina just gives you a look like, oh gosh.
Alice just smirks at you.
Suppose that is right. How the hell didn't we notice, though?
We were inside the thing, whereas it felt like a long time for us, but with magic, it's just everything was probably just hard to tell with our human senses.
Did it? I didn't feel like it was taking that long.
I told you.
Boz
Right, I
says
was right.
it felt like it took
Yeah.
long because it was a dream.
The Lord
Okay,
of the
so
Feast is a dream.
He glares at lies.
That's lies then.
Isn't he contaminated?
Oh.
You look at him through his fur. You can tell that, like, you know, he's sweating. He has like little, you know, his veins are a bit black. He looks pale. Yeah, he looks sick.
Yeah,
Aw.
like
Okay, Tina won't mess with him then. Stop it, Tina.
He goes, "I'm fine."
You're lying.
I don't lie.
You go half mad, you do. Charging at a
Well-
fucking spider's den.
Well, let's not
It's
worry
only
about
mad
that
to you
right now.
because you're a
Our-
coward.
You're welcome for saving your skin, Baz.
He doesn't respond to that.
What were you saying, Bachi?
Well, I think at the moment we need to make our way back towards town because apparently, looking at the headhunters, looks like some people may need to stop by the chapel.
Yeah.
They
We got
all
things
nod.
to sell too. Yeah, and we gotta get to the church. We gotta get to Camp Dawn too eventually.
Hey, Tina, do you think the tree's still a different color? It's been 2 days. How's that work?
Oh no, it didn't change. I mean, we haven't used it after you.
Oh,
Because
we already.
remember, yeah, remember I told you you weren't sick, and then I used it in the time warp to see if it passed time. Remember?
No, yeah, that makes sense. Well,
I
yeah,
haven't
Steve.
used it since. What did you want to use it on?
I don't know. They all look beat to hell, but maybe that's just the spider
I mean,
venom.
They just woke up from being paralyzed and poisoned, so it's probably not just if contamination, if it is. But actually, so Alice, Louis, you guys looked around. Is there anything else we should notice or try to look at before we get out of here?
Oh no, but I found this really pretty picture of Reed Manor, and she'll pull it out.
Ooh.
We could. That's probably something we could definitely pawn off. Actually, we could probably pawn off to them.
Well, I was thinking if we need money or leverage, depends on if we give it to Ophelia or the Red Lion Inn.
Yeah.
Other than that, just some more logbooks for the gate about local goings on, if you want to read it. I think it's probably this Captain Ewick person.
That could definitely be useful.
We left that in the other tower if you want to go grab it. It's in their office.
Yeah, if Torn hears that, because
I'll
could be
take you.
useful a little later, yeah, he would go get it.
But
Sure,
Tinu, can you
that
put
happens.
the picture in your
Yeah.
bag, please? Okay.
I hold it open.
Otto says, well, I don't know how much useful we're going to be in any type of danger we may run across, but, I mean, we've traveled up to College Gate, what is this, like our 4th time? At least not here, but to this area, and I think we know some good dangers to look out for.
Yeah, well, I
No
Odo,
worry.
that's good enough blessing for all of us.
Yeah.
What do we look out for?
Well, you guys have a map?
Certainly do.
Yeah. I also pull out the main map.
All right. So, essentially, he begins like pointing out certain areas where he's noticed Garmir or traps or pockets of haze husks. But the way this works mechanically here is for saving these chaps. Let me get to where are my notes here. So with the headhunters help, and all of you guys' collective brains, even though you have more people, you're able to strategically move kind of quicker through the ruins with having the headhunters around. And you can move at a fast pace without getting disadvantage on encounter rolls. So that's the way it's going to work.
Nice.
Very useful there.
But meanwhile, Torin, you were looking to see if you can like point out some places while you were on the top of the battlement. And let's see. Okay. Let me get a token. Where's my? There we go. Looking for these. Which one do I want to use? I'm going to use. Let's use the house. here. Give it a aura. And, which one is? Got it. And red. Then map. Grab that. So, Torin, you would know the Old Town. Home. There we go. Is obviously one of the oldest districts in Drakkenheim here, and it's where a lot of the aristocrats and those of the court and royalty and administrative folks, those with money and connections with the royal family and stuff, stayed at. Now, from your vantage point at College Gate, you can't really see, the home itself, but you would be able to point it out.
Okay.
And I'll make it a little bit larger here if I can. I'll ping this in a second. So, put that on the map. So over here. Oop, right here. Other things that you may have noticed here is that number 15, is it 15 or 12? 15. Over in this area here is a large market square, and tons of shops, and also an open space for people to set up bazaars and tent shops and things of that nature. It's a large marketplace. All types of activities happened here in the past. As far as what is concerned, I can roll me an insight.
Okay.
Well, you know that this was a place of if there was something that the well-to-doers of Drakkenheim, maybe the elite or people with money, those who are driving commerce around the city, if the crown needed to let them know something, there would be a concert or a venue set up, and that would happen here.
Okay.
11, of course, is the inscrutable tower. No, I'm sorry. Is that no? The inscrutable tower is number 10, and number 11 here. You know that's Saint Vitrovio's cathedral. It's a massive cathedral. The place that obviously the Silver Order is looking to go ahead and acquire and secure. Anything else of note? That the Queen's Garden. I know there's a 16 over here, but you're not familiar with this.
Okay.
But I will say this: all you know is that there's a massive mansion over there. That but it wasn't used in any type of a public way.
It's just the largest mansion in the noble side of town.
Yeah. But that's what you could tell the others, or you would see immediately.
Okay.
The headhunters looks at your map and the path that you guys took to get here, if you bring up to them that you're trying to stop by this this area here, is that on?
Yeah, the sprawl. Yeah, it's on Earth. We can see it.
Got it. They'll tell you that that's a good path to go ahead and drop by there really quick along the way. Number 8 on our map here. They will tell you that this bridge here is broken. And many have tried to cross it in one way or another. Some have failed, some have been successful, but it's not a good point to get across the river here. They will update you on this, though, that nobody tries to go in through these battlements that flank the Dran River. And they would be adamant. Oda would be like, what everybody says in Emberwood is that the tower dragons guard this entrance here. So there's some apparently doorways that give you access to the inner city from this area, but crossing in the water is like a death sentence, as these golden dragons animate themselves from the top of the battlements and attack folks. And nobody's found a good way to deal with them.
I'm sorry, dragons?
Yeah. It'll be like the tower dragons. At least from what we heard, in Emberwood, that, they once were controlled by the crown.
Yeah, the Green Cloaks mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, I guess if the city was attacked or under sieged in some way, that they could make them come alive and attack. But now they just seem to do whatever they want. Anything or anyone somehow it's able to detect if you're alive or not. If you try to go through this waterway, they attack.
You can't. Nobody tried to be their friend.
It's a construct. It's not alive.
I mean, if you could convince a dragon to be your friend, I'd be mighty impressed.
You probably need something defining yourself to control, like one of the regalia. But as far as talking to it, it's automated. It'll just maul you.
Okay.
Takra would say, well, I mean, if somebody was brave enough to destroy them, though, I mean, that would be legendary. That Emberwood, it would open up this southern part of the city here. I'm not saying that you guys should do that. I'm just saying.
It's definitely something to keep in mind.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in dragon killing for now, unless our resident Caspian wants to get her name on the leaderboard.
Nope. No, thank you.
But with that, they're ready to go. You note that they have their backpacks with them, but after scurrying around these ruins, they find their weapons amongst the webs and stuff. They're able to rearm themselves. But all of them are looking towards you guys for guidance. But Oda would say along the way, he's going to alert you to any dangers they know, helping you guys this trip.
Right.
Yep. Well,
I think we just
George
take
has
that
to
green line,
protect them and
right?
escort them out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can just take that green path
I think it makes sense.
with the expectation of stopping into the sprawl, right? Or do we need to? Or do we want to plot a new path?
No, we can cut in like this spot here and then go back out.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that's too much of a deviation. We'll stick to the green path. You're able to head over there and see what's going on. But all right, you guys is going to begin your journey. Be able to go ahead and move here at a fast pace. So actually, let me do this here. And bam, bam. So you're able to get over to just in over an hour, about an hour over to this spot that Arnold kind of marked for you guys. But along the way, go ahead and roll me some d20s. Not a disadvantage, but nevertheless.
Oh, Bati.
Close. And I'm missing. Excuse me. I'm missing Kalina, I believe. Step away. Let's see here. Kalina, are you present for a D20 roll? Yeah.
It's not muted, so
Might have had to step
Uh-oh.
away for a second.
I'm gonna roll for her. If I rolled a 1, that would have been tragic.
You almost did.
All right. So you guys have marched through the outskirts of the ruins here, and of course, deep inside Drakkenheim, you always hear the echoes of screams, maybe an explosion, all types of stuff going on that keeps you guys alert as you transverse the ruins here. Okay, let's see what you guys do here. So you guys get to the general area that Arnold marked on your map. And maybe somebody checks the sky, the time to see how long you want to consider looking around for the exact spot. Now, the spot he marks that Arnold marks is a general area. I mean, this map is not detailed enough for him to be like this exact place or building. So as you're within the area, you get a sense you're going to have to go ahead and take a look around. Now, you guys can search thoroughly, but you get a sense it'll probably take you a good hour.
Question.
Or you can, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He did have Venus at this time, right?
Yeah, I was about to say Alice would pull Venus out for her to help us look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you.
Spells help? Can I guidance somebody?
Well, let's go ahead and start here. You guys can take your time looking, or you can try to do a quick dirty search. Now, you have Arnold's map. I would tell you that Venus, being a dog that looks for delirium, doesn't seem to help you really that much in this situation. You put him on the ground, and he wanders off in some direction towards, like, some small delirium scales here and there. But you're like, okay, this guy is not really useful for this. But
I was hoping that there was some delirium in the stash because he had the dog, but okay.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to search for delirium, he can help you with that. You want to detour and do that, we could do that. But what I'm looking for here is that we can do a group survival check. You have Arnold's map to help you guys, and you guys can roll with advantage. It will take you an hour, though. Or you guys can do a quick search around. The DC is, well, you can still do a survival check. It will be a disadvantage, but since you have Arnold's map, it will just be a straight roll. And you can probably do a search within 20 minutes. So, what do you want
What
to do?
time of day is it?
That is the question, yeah.
It took you about an hour to get here. You guys took 2 hours back at College Gate. And
it's
so...
probably, I guess it's close to noon.
No. Roll me survival, actually. Somebody.
Can I roll
Yeah, everybody, just roll a group survival. All I'm looking for is a 10. Because technically, you guys know the day, but you don't know what exact time you guys popped up at. But, yeah. I'm looking for a 10 or higher here. Jesus.
Okay.
All right.
Why is it the +5s and +4s too?
It
is.
You guys get a sense that it's sometime afternoon, after 12 p.m. It's not
Well, that
like...
is half of us.
It's half.
Oh, wait, one,
Yeah,
two...
with complete, that is half. Yeah, the +1s and 2 zeros pulled it. The +3s and 4s and 5s.
Oh, that's right. Kalina's not here. Wait, that's... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna roll for her.
Of 6 rolls, that's 3.
I'm gonna roll for
I think
her.
it's a straight roll right now for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a straight roll. Let's see what's up. Okay.
Damn it.
Never mind.
All right. So, you guys get a sense that it's after 12 p.m. It's probably somewhere between 2 and 5.
Okay. And it took, and just as a reminder, from Emberwood along the Green Path, it took 8 hours. 8 hours to reach.
Yeah, but that was at a normal pace, not at a fast pace.
Correct.
So if it's, let's say 4, if it's between 2 and 5, we'll say 4 for now. We spend an hour here, that puts it to 5. And then at a fast pace,
The market will be closed by the time we get back, and the chapel might be closed by
Yeah.
that.
everything would be closed, but we probably could get there before it's too late. At least get out of Drakkenheim before it's too late.
We're
Well,
here. We
dark
might as
is-
well make sure we can find it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
I mean,
So, how are you guys searching this area of these ruins?
I think we're gonna spend the hour.
Okay.
Is anybody
Got it.
against spending the hour?
Nope.
Nope.
Spend the hour.
So advantage survival roll, group check, right?
Yes, group chat. Go for it.
Okay.
Because we need it.
Nat 20.
Like, really badly.
Nat 20.
Nat 20s. Look at that.
Tinu gives you a high five.
One more every time. Every time, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's
So
good
then-
enough. We got 5 successes, what I'm looking for here. And after an hour of searching, you explore several buildings and find that most of them are flooded with layers of mud from the storm and seem to be devoid of anything useful until, after an hour of searching, you come here. And I'm going to switch our maps, and I have to put everybody on this map.
Oh no.
Oh, if I have a map, you already know.
No, man, I have nothing. Damn it.
Let's- Damn it.
We,
I was thinking the same thing.
we throw the headhunters at the mobs and take the loot and run. No.
Jesus.
And you know,
I mean, it's an option. I'm just saying.
No. we
Yes, boss.
can't. If I
Just
was a different
boss.
character, yes.
or there's this new fire Genasi in town. I say we go party with him.
Switch her out for Tinu. I mean, switch Tinu out for her? No.
Okay, so if you can't see, let me know now, because I'm not sure I've adjusted all these tokens correct yet. But,
Yeah, I don't think the lighting on mine is.
okay. Well, let's see.
Tinu needs sight.
Oh man, there's two of me. Hold on, I'll delete this one.
Oh, there's 2?
Sorry.
Bam, bam, 2, 4, 6. And, right here. Hold on. Let's go here and check something. Let's go
Oh wait,
right
it's
there.
daytime.
Bam.
I don't
There
get
we go.
my magical sight.
Yes, but I mean, I changed the map lighting. Everybody should be able to see reasonably okay now.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see what you guys do with this situation.
Okay.
Nestled among single-story ruined shops is a 3-story tavern and inn. A large rusty signs are bolted onto the exterior of each of the scummy brick walls, and it reads Old Troll Tavern. in bold letters. Stamped into the metal below these names is a cartoonish depiction of a troll with a long old man's beard. Since the city has been devoid of maintenance for over a decade here, it looks like years of water flow has sheared away the upper layers of the northwestern streets and coalesces at the west wall and foundation of this establishment. The foundation of the west side of the tavern has sunk deep into the mud, and the whole building slouches to the west. At the northwest corner, of the building, there's a tower that's obviously adjoined to the main establishment. And this tower leans precariously away from the rest of the structure as winds beat at its walls, and you can hear from the interior the structure's groaning. The rest of the area has some deep, stagnant pools of muddy water around the tavern, indications of continued erosion across the area. The buildings that surround the tavern look in barely better condition. But the city sits quietly around you, waiting for you to do something next. And checking your map, you get a good sense that this is probably the location Arnold was talking about.
All right, so we going in?
Yeah, where we go? But has no idea what the fuck everybody's wanting to do here. So,
Well, other than the main doors, where's the main entrance to the place, and are there any other ways to enter?
And let me grab our friends that we have along with us here.
Is this a building?
Yes, though it's dynamic lighting, the walls is blocking the said building, but it is a building there. And let me just put...
hey Brent, did dogs survive?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, dog is with you guys.
Oh my god!
I almost forgot about dog.
I was about to be traumatized.
You guys come back, he's just gone. No, he's like, I'm out of here.
No,
No.
don't say that.
No, we
Alright.
can't put
Let's
the
try-
dog.
I was trying to let Brent have some fun with that one.
Damn it. Let me, let's see here. Hold on. I'm trying to get the headhunters on this map real quick. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where, are we splitting the loot with them? We weren't, right?
Damn.
That's cool. That's cool. That's
No.
what you do.
That would be pretty gnarly if they were like. So yeah,
Well, if they help us,
Splitting the loot.
we should. But if they're not, then I don't know.
you get a sense that they're impressed by you guys' skill, and they don't look like Draken Force. These guys don't look like they've they're the best of adventurers across Drakkenheim. But they're trying, they're trying. Okay, did I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing?
Torin,
There he is up here.
he's
Got
right
it.
there. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got everybody. So yes, Kolabadi, you were talking about the entrance to this place. From your current angle, as you're stomping through this sediment and this mud, you see that there looks to be a up 10 feet balcony area, and it looks to be a bit broken and shattered. But up there, you can see a doorway leads into the establishment. From this angle here, you get a sense you're looking at the side of the building, the west side, probably not the front of the establishment. But if you go somewhere, let me know, like.
Do we want to try the balcony or we want to walk around?
Either way, I
Yeah.
guess.
Should have a look around, see if there's any tracks or anything hiding away. No left prints.
Oh, I touch Alice before she leaves to go scout and give her a vigilant blessing.
Okay.
Everyone's so handsy with Alice.
And Bati will
Mhm.
give her a little possession boost.
But seeing everybody touch her, but just puts a finger on her as she walks by. That's
There's just one little thing.
All right, that's no finger
As she walks by.
night, right?
So yeah, Alice, I guess Loey, you're following. You move across this thick mud and gravel and debris flows from the west side here. Roll me a perception check as you move this direction.
Okay.
You want stealth checks too?
Yes, if you're moving stealthily, go for it.
You got free time then.
Lois, Alice, both of you, as you're moving through this mud, you notice that there's, amongst the debris, in the mud, there's bodies, just dozens of them, just mangled and covered in mud. Some with, like, if you look a little closer, their mouths are hanging open in shock. Interestingly enough, though, there's flesh on these bodies. Looks like they just died.
Like a heart attack? Have you just fell over?
If you squat down and take a look, I don't know, you use something to smear the mud away. I mean, pale skin. It could have died of a heart attack. But you imagine a number of other things could have killed them too. But they look like, most of these bodies looks like they've just died. If you're are you looking a bit closer, or no? You just keep going.
Loey is, because he's a little spooked. He looks up at Addie and like nods towards the body and starts to kneel down to inspect it.
She wrinkles her nose, but she waits for you to look closer.
Yeah, roll me another perception.
Sure. Well, there we go. Okay, all right.
You kick away some of the mud to get a better look at one of these bodies, and this one, it looks like they're wearing. You can see their clothes are tatters of the Von Kessel Guard armor. You haven't seen this type of armor since that strange dream about the train, and in real life prior, like this the actual Drakkenheim Guard itself hasn't been active for over a decade, but that's what this poor chap is wearing.
Wait, like the Royal Guard symbol?
Yeah, you see, like, stamped and then colored on a shoulder plate. Yeah, you can see the Von Kessel or Drakkenheim Guard insignia.
I guess in sign language, Addie, Louis signs to you, what the fuck is the Royal Guard doing here? And why aren't they skeletons or husks?
She just signs back. I don't know.
Louis grumbles, he doesn't say anything. He just nods to you.
Okay. Alice and Loey, I mean, you catch up a bit, and you cautiously, with stealth rolls, move forward. To the south of you, you see there's an open doorway, no door, into the ground level of this tower. As you continue on, you see over here, above this wooden walkway, is another balcony area that's 10 feet high. And as you're sizing up this building, it looks like this building goes up 30 feet or so. It's pretty tall. Each floor looks to be about 10 feet high. Towards the top, it narrows. And you note that most of the windows are covered in scum and grime, and you can't really see through them. But that's what you see moving over there. Immediately to your east here, there looks to be another doorway into the shadows of this building.
Because we keep circling around. We
Oh,
want to
yeah.
get a full picture, right?
Lloyd nods to you.
Okay. If you move your tokens over here, you see that there is another cracked and sagging balcony area 10 feet up, and under it there is another doorway shadowed leading into the establishment. If you move your tokens down here,
Yep.
once again there seems to be an open doorway, and you can see objects inside of this establishment. And even though it's not depicted here, this is difficult terrain, but there's a very narrow alley here, just full of trash. But you can move through there. So if you move over here and make a big loop around, once again, you look up. Some of the windows look to be boarded up, maybe. Others look to be just covered in just a thick layer of dirt. You see steps in the back goes up to a second story. And then, of course, you see the rest of the party standing here.
So, Brent, I imagine like most travelers' inns, right? The bottom floor is going to be like the kitchen and the like the big dining hall and the place where everybody hangs out, and the rooms are going to be above.
That's a good assumption, yes.
Yeah, okay. For most inns are like that, I assume, around Drakkenheim. So, around Westamar, I should say.
Yeah. If you come across this area over here, you guys, both of you or one of you, can roll me an investigation.
Go ahead, Louie.
We should both roll.
Okay.
Well, how else? You got to roll one higher than me, right? So I got to give you the opportunity. And it's not that high of a bar to set.
All you see is that the brick walls are cracked and have deep fissures. Then, of course, there's the 10-foot balcony above this area here. There looks like there's no windows here on this ground level under the balcony. And really quickly, let me get back to the rest of the party. Are any of you doing anything as you're watching Alice and Loie scout the area?
I mean, that was, what, like 3 rounds, essentially, so 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm eyeing this mud. Does this mud look natural?
Well, roll me a nature.
Okay. Oh no. No. Yep,
See,
it's regular mud.
Yeah, just mud flows. I mean, you guys remember a pretty massive deluge storm came through a few days ago.
Yep, we were stuck in it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you guys see Alice and Loie come back around, and what are you guys doing next?
yeah, I'd say Torrin's been waiting to see what they get from scouting, if they need him to help with anything. But yeah, he would be waiting.
Did you guys find anything?
Alice would look at Loie to tell everybody what. Alice would say what she saw, but then look at Loie to explain the bodies.
There's some dead royal guards. Odd. They look like they died. They can't tell of what. Maybe a fright. Fell over.
Are they?
They're also not
Where are they? Can I take a
What?
look?
north side of the building. It's really strange to me is that I assume, I mean, maybe you know better, but the city was destroyed. What? How long ago was the city destroyed, Brent? Like
15 years ago.
in 15 years, wouldn't a body turn into a skeleton or something, Tina?
Well, we went through one time warp. Who knows? There's more.
Can I go check this body that Louis told me about?
Sure.
Where is it at?
North
It's,
side.
yeah, it's like like right over here. That you can move yourself. You come over to the body. You can see that Lois kick some mud and dirt and stuff out the way. What are you trying to look for?
First I'm gonna look for cause of death, and I'm gonna guidance myself before I do this. Because
Interesting.
I'm
Okay.
trying to garner if like. Well, yeah, I'll just do that first, and then I'll tell you. Cause of death. What do you want me to roll, Brent?
Roll me a medicine.
Medicine? Okay. Oh my god, Tinu. Hold on, let me roll my guidance.
Wait,
God.
Tina, you've got inspiration, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do. But I don't know if this is important or if
Well,
the next question.
the only
I will-
question I've got, Batu will have one other question about your wandering around the building.
Hold on. Let me do my guidance first, Brent, and then where is it? Guidance.
D4.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
19 plus 2, 21.
You uncover the body, and it looks like their lower torso has been like clawed to death by some type of thing. Yeah.
Okay, and then is it the body still attached or is it separate?
Yeah, it's like the lower torso is like hanging off a bit. It looks like the person was definitely killed by some type of creature.
And then does the wound still look recent like the body?
Yeah.
Like he's still bleeding?
It looks like whatever blood is drained out it's gone, but do you still see tissue? Yeah, it's still a gnarly sight.
It's not rotting, really.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait.
You
Okay,
don't detect
and
any
then-
rotting. No, you don't smell any decay or nothing.
And then my okay, my last question is he was in the ground, right?
In the mud flow, yeah.
But the mud flow wouldn't have been here without the rain. Can I discern what is preserving the body? Is my second question. I was thinking maybe it's the mud, but it's not the mud.
With your 19, there's nothing natural you can determine.
Oh, it's a 21. Does that do anything with the guidance?
You just discern that nothing natural is keeping this body alive. There has to be something else, something supernatural going on here.
I will call over. Well, no, I'll tell Louis that. It's magic. I can't discern anything else. But yeah, the body's still fresh. The blood is gone.
She mean he was killed by some mage born or something.
I don't know, but there's. Oh, can you figure out what type of claw marks these are, Louis? You're better at that than me.
I'll have a kneel down. Look, can I make a survival check to see if an animal did this?
Yeah.
Oh, 21. There you go.
One, you observe that it looks like whatever did this probably ejected itself out of this person's body.
Oh, Teeny.
And another thing you're able to observe is that it looks like whatever this person is wearing has aged and decayed, but the body itself seems to be quite fresh.
Oh no, I'm scared.
The family burst out of his stomach. That doesn't make any damn sense. I've never heard of
Wait,
an animal.
like delirium tentacles?
You see claw
But-
marks.
But it's not a husk, Tina. I saw that man turn into a beast. But there's claw marks. It's clear something tried to cleave its way through his abdomen, out of him.
But then why would the body be preserved if it left already?
Oh, but this tabard. I mean, this cloth is mothballed. It's coming apart in my hand. It's all his kit, his gear.
Oh, is there a name on this guy? Like a name tag? Like, you know how sometimes officers have like officer.
Yeah.
something?
Unfortunately, like if you like peruse around, it just disintegrates in your hands. You can't define any name.
Okay. I look at Louis and just shrug. Like, I don't think we can discern anything else from this. But maybe we should be really careful.
But
I
like
don't
Louis.
want any-
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Here, Wes. Here.
Okay, what next?
Yeah, Alice would be asking Loey. I know Bati has a question, but Alice would be looking at Loey and the mud and be like, "Did this mud just slide these things down here, or did it uncover them?" By the way, it looks like it's laying on the ground. Like, can we see like?
Can I tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, with your 21, you can tell that this stuff was probably carried along with the mud down to this area. It's probably not its original place of death.
I'll bet it was inside the building. It might have fallen out with the rain and all the dirt and grime and muck that carried it out.
Well, technically incorrect. The mud flow. So I'll draw a line here. So where the headhunters are at is a steep street it's a hill that goes downward to where you guys are at. So you get a sense that the mud has flowed from these directions down to this area and just kind of coalesced here.
Oh, so we're at like the bottom of a
Correct.
Small.
To the
Yeah,
north,
valley.
hills, streets on hills go up. That's obviously washed away, and you guys are at the bottom of this hilled area.
Well, then whatever it is, then we might not have to worry about them.
Yeah.
Well,
You're right.
well, that was gonna be Bati's question to our scouts. Is like, well, I originally had two questions about those because the bodies are dead. Was because they're just like there was it's like okay they're either in a mud flow where they're dropped from up on high. The other question was, are there any tracks around them?
With the recent mud flow, can I tell?
Well, the
Brent?
thing is, if they were brought in by the mud flow, we don't. And they're fresh. It's like, okay, was it burst out here or was it burst out elsewhere?
I'm going to give this to the 21 you've rolled, Loey. You don't see any tracks besides your own in this area. This mud looks pretty fresh.
No, it's strange. I mean, it looks like something molded from the inside, but there's no way to tell. My instincts tell me this is some sort of haunt, den, like a creature's going to be in there waiting for us, but, I mean...
These didn't come from here, though.
Exactly. That doesn't make sense.
Well, wherever they came from is probably where the den is.
But what if the thing flew out of the body and went inside the building? Is what Koo's thinking. What I got
Then we'll
from
find
what
it.
Louis said.
Maybe it's young.
Odo pipes up at hearing you guys talking, and he goes, I mean, we've heard rumors in Emberwood that in certain places here, your body does not rot. It just stays the same forever.
Yeah, so their bodies, so the bodies stopped rotting, but their clothes continued to deteriorate.
Right.
This is
so
more
More Drakkenheim weirdness.
Yeah, and whatever killed them was forever ago and from up the street.
Okay, let's go. Where are we going? How are we going in?
Do you want to start from the bottom and go up, or wouldn't go up and come down?
I say we sweep the bottom floor and move our way up. That side stairway on the south side of the building, that'll take us up to the rooms. But we can head along the... What do you think? Harry, north side or east side to get inside?
Oh, we're already over here.
Yeah, alright then. Over here.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys to move your own tokens, and where you move them. That's what I'm gonna assume where you're going to be. So just a note of that. You guys come over into looking into the bottom floor of this tower on the southwest side here. The ground level of this tower, you can see sediment flows have breached this doorway. Just looking in, Alice, there's an old dining table that's on the west wall, still with some plates and cutlery on it. A skeleton sags in one of the chairs. The walls of this tower has deep cracks in it. The ceiling sags and has some holes that leads up to a second story. These holes are 10 feet up. Directly in front of you, a bit further down, it looks like there's a massive gash in the floor. The whole building just aches and groans.
Do we want to go check this area or want to find a bigger area? There's not much here.
Is it safe?
And the orange lines are always indications of open elevation. So it looks to be another massive gash here in the ceiling, also leading up to a second floor.
I mean, we're in Drakkenheim, you know, nothing's safe.
Okay.
Through that.
Yeah, I'll just
Right.
start creeping in.
I
I'm gonna stealth though. I don't know if anybody else behind me is, but I'm gonna.
Chloe is.
I'm noisy, so
Yeah.
Oh, I have a bad feeling, but okay.
Okay, just move you guys in like 30-foot increments. That'll help. And
Oh, okay, 30. Let me do that.
Yep, 30 exactly.
you come into this place and it smells like a basement. The whole area, like just wet, dampness, mildew, and mold. As you move a bit further south, Alice, Loey, and I'm assuming the rest of you are just standing where you're at, since no tokens are being moved.
Mm-hmm.
Off to the east, you can see that there looks to be like there was once a nice dining space that's now filled with scummy long tables and other water-damaged dining furnishings. There's a massive fissure in the stone floor. You can see, Alice, and but from where you're positioned, it's hard to see what's actually down there.
Yeah, I'd scoot up to peek down. Do I need to go one more to see down?
You probably get a better look if you moved one more, but you can see down from there. You don't have to move.
Yeah, she motioned for Louie to come behind her and kind of hold on to him and look over.
You come
Wait,
to the edge and look down, and you see that it looks like mud has flooded a basement level here. And all types of ruined objects are in this mud. The floor surrounding the fissure and whatnot is cracked and broken and sags. And as you move closer to get a look, go ahead and roll me a dex save.
Yep.
If I'm holding on to Addie, does she have advantage?
Yeah.
Thank you. $25.
You feel the ground below you crumble, and just as you're about to slip down, Loey pulls you back, and it falls about 5-10 feet down into these muddy waters.
Well,
Right about, there.
well, everybody be careful around the edges.
noted.
I asked you if it was safe. That doesn't look safe.
And I told you we're in Drakkenheim, and it's not. But we're not gonna find anything. We just don't look.
Okay.
Across this chasm, you can see that there looks to be a formal entrance into this establishment to the north here. To the south, there's more just ruined, collapsed furniture. And once again, this building just groans.
All right.
All right,
Well,
I
can't
mean,
jump across.
yeah, you guys
Yeah.
move yourselves where you want to go, where you want to be.
All right then.
You want to just go upstairs?
I mean, we can try along the south side of this fissure.
Okay. Alice will start following Louis.
Do we know what we're looking for?
The
You're
cache.
looking for Arnold's stash, his cache that apparently he found and left in this place.
Okay, I'm gonna look for, I don't know, some kind of indicator or something while we're doing this. Tina's
Oh,
scanning.
a spy out for that marker that she told us about.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you move south, kicking away rubble and whatnot, and the dampness of this place, the smell of it becomes more potent and intense. You look across the edge of this chasm here, and on the other side of the building, you see what looks like maybe it's a kitchen area.
But all the walls seem really collapsed. Is this open, or is this like this is a table, right, Brent? Right
That's
here?
a table, but it's an open area that goes north here. Yes, it's it's just a ruined table sitting there. It looks like this place has had like trinkets and whatnot mounted on the walls. Like a good tavern / inn. Most of it sags, but you get a sense that maybe at one point this was a nice place.
Can I move like this, Brent?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna gingerly do that just in case the floor starts to crumble away, ready to
Is
back up.
is it dim lighting in here? Is it dim?
It's shadowy, but not so bad that you can't see effectively.
Can I fly?
I mean, this place has a 10-foot ceiling, so you can fly up 5 feet. Is that what you want to do?
I think it only lasts like a minute, so I just wanted to know in case something happens.
Yeah, you can fly.
Um,
Loey, Alice,
Yeah.
roll me deck saves.
Cute.
Well,
When you oops. Let me go here. You get here, Loey. This area here, you gingerly maybe kind of step onto, and the floor, the stone, collapses under your feet.
as a reaction, I immediately cast Featherfall.
All right, you cast Featherfall, and you suspend yourself in the air. Like, what do you? Here, Featherfall. I see.
He's wielding falling damage.
Yeah, you see you slowly fall down into the basement level. Somebody do anything?
Hey,
Alice would have tried to grab him and push him forward, or like try to push him forward to keep him from going down, so he can catch a ledge or something.
You can give me an athletics, Loey.
sure.
Oh, Loey, sorry. Shit.
It was a good roll too.
Yeah, I know. Not bad.
It's 12.
You gingerly kind of float down into the mud below, but you're unable to grab the lip of the edge here that in which you collapsed into.
Mm-hmm.
And you fall into the mud. Your body sinks into it, and Featherfall dissipates. As you kick your legs to try to gain footing, you realize that this muddy waters is a lot deeper than you anticipated. And you could feel all types of debris and stuff in it that is like making it hard for you to move. As now you're restrained.
Oh crap.
Am I allowed to do anything, Brent?
Let's go ahead and get an initiative order going here.
Cute.
Wait. Let's do it.
Oh boy.
Am I on another level, Brent, or am I here?
You are hold on. Let's do, let me get, where's my square? Here it is.
Bati.
Well, that makes sense. Body's not in the building yet. Oh no, you she is. Sorry, Body. I didn't see.
You're right there.
Okay.
All right.
Oh no.
Screw that. Yikes. Okay. Loey, as you're restrained in this mud, you feel something tighten around your calf. But meanwhile, Alice, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pull out my movable rod
Okay.
and try to what I want to do, Brent. You tell me how this happens. I'm gonna pull out my movable rod. It's an action to click it because I want to get rope on it to tie rope onto it and throw it down to Loey. So you tell me what I can and can't do it around.
Okay, if it's an action to activate the rod, you're able to go ahead and do that. Give me a sleight of hand check, and let's see if you're able to like wrap up the rod real quick. All right, 15. Meter beat. I will say you use your action to tie the rope around the rod. Loey's 5 feet down, and then you, I guess, throw the rope down to him.
Yeah, that would be what Alice would do.
Understood. Loey.
All right. Instinctually, feeling this, man, Brent, you gotta help me out here. Is this mud water technically? I want to make sure that I don't use a feature that's not useful. Is this considered? Oh, this isn't stonework. Never mind. I can't use tremor for this because it's water, right?
It's like, yeah, it's thick mud water.
So you wouldn't let me use stone thing, right?
I would say no.
It's not actually stone.
No.
Okay, cool. All right. Seeing the rope then above me, I'm going to try to pull myself free and pull and climb up the rope.
Got it. Roll me an athletics with advantage as you have this rope.
Sweet. Thank God for advantage. 18.
Great. You're able to go ahead and move. I mean, you have what? A climb speed. Your move. It's still difficult terrain. You can move half your speed.
So wait, is it difficult terrain because I have a climb speed?
No, it's difficult terrain because it's like muddy water and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's like there's nothing good to like really, grasp onto to effectively use your climb speed here. So it's difficult terrain, but you can move up to your difficult terrain. It's only 5 feet up back to the floor.
So, okay, 10 feet up because it's 5 feet. Double.
Correct.
And then can I climb to here for another 10 feet?
Yeah, you knock over this table and scurry out of the mud. You see the whole like lower half of Loey is just like gray and brown.
There's something in there to grab me.
You were able to kick whatever it was off, but you don't see anything.
Didn't come out after me, but it's down there waiting. There's a beast down there in the water.
So don't fall in.
Yeah, all right, then, smarty pants. You lead.
All right. With that being said, and explored. Now, if anybody else wants to do something, pipe up. You know, I'm gonna have to get my attention here as I'm trying to navigate
problem.
this. So,
Are we figuring out? Are we still in initiative, or was it just for that?
no, just for that. But I'm going to keep
Okay.
the initiative order just in case for something in the future. Okay. But yeah, I mean,
the-
you guys can continue to move.
The stairs to the north. Did there look to be a safer way to get around this fissure? Using like those stairs and jumping down onto the next area,
Stairs
this table
to
or
the-
whatever. So these are stairs here, right?
No, that's like think of it as just a wooden slanted platform. You know, accessibility for those in wheelchairs. That's all it is. It's not stairs.
Okay.
And it
Right,
leads
so then this
directly
is the
to this
wall?
floor. And that is a wall, correct.
Okay, so either way, you kind of have to jump over this fissure one way or another.
Maybe.
Was it coming from another direction?
Once we can go and walk around or go upstairs. Just know that if you're falling,
Well-
you're falling into mud and something's waiting for you.
Well, where did you see the stairs to the next level?
Yeah, it's
Just outside.
on the corner. Lloyd points over his shoulder.
Is this a trapdoor? Front?
Yes, on the ground.
We can go back outside and go up the stairs then if we want.
I thought he'd hide it down there with a beast, right?
If somebody else falls in there again, I can always help one person get out, but that's about the extent that I have for today.
Look,
I
we
have
don't
Misty Step.
let's leave and go upstairs.
Okay. So what are you guys doing? Where are you going next?
Guess we're gonna try to backtrack back out and go up the stairs.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab everybody's token.
Sounds good.
Can I? Tina wants to do something kind of weird.
Sure.
Can I drop a ration down there? Hi. And she drops a ration down there.
You know
Are
what?
you a friend?
Anybody would try to befriend the mud beast, it would be Tina.
The ration sits on the mud and then just like slowly sinks and vanishes. But nope, nothing
Are you
grabs
shy? Okay. I shall follow everybody else.
it. Got it. All right. You guys are at the bottom of these steps here. They lead up into a shadowed second story.
Cool.
Move yourselves. Take 30 feet. Where you want to go? What do you want to do?
So as people are moving, Kaput's gonna look at him and say, if you guys get stuck, or something like that, if you feel / see blue magic coursing through you, that's me getting you out. Don't resist it.
Okay. Noted.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
Once again, you guys are gonna have to move yourselves. So if you don't move, I'm assuming that's where you're at.
No,
All right.
Brent, move us to the treasure. Just
Right
say, here it
here,
is.
yeah, right over here. All right. You guys move into this area and you see the following. So, Tinu, roll me a deck save.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you move? What path did you take here? Okay. Hold on. Actually, I'm sorry. You can't step there. That's actually a wall. It has this 3-dimensional thing. So you can get there though.
Oh, because of the pillar, Tina. You'd have to
Yeah.
come like this here.
Yeah,
You're
there's only so
muted.
much I can do with these maps, so sorry about that.
Hey,
Alright,
you are.
Alright, you want to stay there?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. If you want to stay there, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, looking around this area, Tino, directly to the north of you, this space looks like it was once a small lounge or sitting area. I'm talking about right here. A small wall-mounted bookshelf is on the east wall, but all the books look to be warped from water damage. On the west wall, over here, is a mounted shattered mirror. And on the far back wall is an old leather chair and a small table, what looks to be a gold incense holder sitting on that table here. In the space that you're in, it looks like this is a dining booth. There is a tipped over table, which you're standing, around, and a long leather couch. The rest of you, Alice, Loey, Torin, Kolabadi, to the north, you can see that there is a passage where it looks like part of the floor is collapsed. A hallway branches off, Alice, you can see, over in this direction, here, and runs east. Once again, there looks to be gashes in the ceiling here leading up to another story. And then this passage leads out onto the balcony. Move yourselves where you want to go.
I see
it look
gold,
like-
Bluey. Oh, sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, no, go.
Oh,
Yeah, go.
we'll turn around immediately.
I see gold over here. 2 new points.
It's
But the floor looks like it's gonna fall out.
Oh, there's no way.
I can't step on these floors, guys. I probably fall right through.
Yeah, you're covered in plate, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hold on. Maybe I can make that jump. Maybe I... Hey, Addy, get over here. And I am.
Never said that.
Do you want me to toss you?
Yeah, you toss me.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Carl, for getting the joke.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
All right. Okay, we're good.
Nani?
What do you think, Addy? Can you make that?
Make what?
Here, trade spaces. And he sidles up to the wall so you can trade spaces.
There's gold over
It's-
here.
What does it look like?
It's a candelabra.
No, it looks like a small incense holder.
Oh, oops. I don't know why. I
Made of
thought
gold?
Candelabra.
If it's small, can't the bird go get it? And she'll look at
Well, actually, from looking through her Alice's eyes, I'll send a mage hand over there through her to pick it up.
The mage hand floats over, grabs it, and then floats it back to you.
Yeah,
It looks like
puts
it's
it back
worth
to
about-
her.
Well, it looks like it's worth about 5 gold pieces. You can put that in the treasure channel.
All right.
There's books too. I don't know if you want the books. Maybe
I
there's
just
something
single
important in
most
them.
spell I've ever seen you cast, Monty.
Just tired of hands coming out of my chest. It's a little unnerving.
Well, the hands are invisible. You just see the things lift up and
Oh.
float over to your hand.
She'll take it and hand it over to Loey.
Further east, it looks like there's more nooks per se, and it looks like there is some type of open area that has a tiled floor, and it looks like maybe a shield is sitting on a table.
Good.
Why don't we just...
Okay, wait. Can we get a jump, Addy? I could rope you.
I can't jump for shit, but I'll try.
Well, I can do it if you want less, but you're gonna have to rope me, and that means you're gonna have to catch me.
I mean,
Well,
I
no.
could help. I could probably help catch him.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
We'll
totally.
just pull the rod out and tie it to the rod. There you go.
That also works.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Do it again.
So you tie a 50-foot rope to yourself?
Yeah. So they can
Okay.
pull me out and fall into the muck
Yeah, so tying the rope to him, tying the other end to the immovable rod, and then you're gonna try to pull him out using that if he falls
How much
into the mud.
slack do you leave on the rope?
Yeah,
I
there's
think
I would-
I think a better idea would be to tie the rope to him, throw it over the immovable rod, and tie it to you. That way, you control the slack while he jumps, and if he falls, you just pull tight, and he just dangles from the rod.
Well, that would be a great option for somebody beside Valis, because I have 8 strength.
No,
Well,
I mean
that's why I was saying
Torin
Torin
is
would do that.
14. He's
Yeah.
he's
Oh, okay,
offering
yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I can help Tor too. I can grab the rope behind him.
Okay.
All right.
What if
Let's
you
get
do
it.
that thing like in the movies where they just like run across and the ground's falling out from under them?
You can try that.
Direct floor.
That's a crew
Yeah.
talking, not Tinu.
Oh, there.
So
Brett.
what's your yes.
I have a mechanics question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know jumping distances is based off strength. However, if I
Mhm.
provided Louis with long strider, would that give him any advantage as he can run faster further?
It extends his movement, so
But not his jump score.
but not that's still an athletics
That's,
thing.
yeah,
Okay.
that would be the jump spell.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I'm just making sure I don't want to waste it if I don't have to yet. So,
I'm gonna
Nice.
go here and touch Louis and give him guidance right before he goes, because it only
Right.
lasts a minute, so he has it when he goes.
So what's your strength score, Loey?
13.
Got it. You're gonna do just a standing jump.
Well, I'm hoping Tina will give me some space and I can back
Okay.
up to here.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go here then. Can I
Got it.
stand on top of that?
Yeah. You could kick that rubble out the way and stand at that area. All right.
And I give you guidance right when you back up.
Show me where you're going to jump to.
Well, I'm hoping that the square that doesn't have like a bunch of rough stuff like here is okay, because that's as far as Loey could like he would jump theoretically to like here
Okay.
on the edge there, but he's hoping to land in that square.
Yeah, all right. You back up, you run, and you make a leap. You land with a thud on this square here, and as you do, the rest of you can hear like the building groan and ache, and some plaster fall here and there. But you don't fall, Loey. You still have this rope around your waist here.
It worked! Oh, he shouts over his back.
Wonderful. Now, try not to test it too much. I don't think because see if it's barely or not.
In this
Right.
area here, you look to the north of you, and you see in this alcove is a large white Carrara marble statue of a woman. She is in armor with angel wings, holding a sword. Her face is resolute and looks down in judgment as if she's just defeated a foe. It looks like the legend, Saint Tarna. But that's what
Okay,
you can see from this angle.
I have an alcove of Saint Tarna. I didn't really do that. I'll leave that in Illyria. Alright, I'm gonna
To
try
the
to make for
south
the
of you are some steps that go up.
Okay. Actually, that would be a standing to make that. Can I try to move to this square, Brent?
That's
from
where you
that
move.
location? Yeah.
You take a careful step. The floorboards groan under your weight and sag a bit, but they don't collapse.
Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna try to step. Does that stairwell go up or down?
It looks like it goes up to another story.
Can I like lift myself onto the stairwell without stepping on this square here? So like grab the stairwell and pull myself up over it.
Sure, roll me in athletics.
Okay.
Or acrobatics, either one.
I'll take Tinu's guidance as well.
With your dwarven, thick, stubby legs, you do a little hop, skip, and pull yourself onto this stairwell here. The stairwell immediately sinks and shifts and cracks under your weight, but it holds you, and you see stairs continue to go up further.
I'm gonna start gingerly taking these steps. Let me know if I see like a really big, well-supported column, Brent, because I'm looking for something to tie this rope to so the others can climb along the rope to get to where I'm going. Let me know, because I'm looking for that as I'm going up here.
Got it. The only thing you see is 10 feet above you. At these corners are some support beams, but that's about it. But the steps continue to go up. The rest of you, what are you doing? You're just waiting there?
I mean, Torin is getting ready to get the rope, and if something happens, help Loey out.
Same. I'm making sure there's no immediate jerk to the rope.
The rope, as it goes around this corner, I mean, it's only 50 feet. You could tell you got maybe like 10 feet more movement before it's useless.
Well, how's your footing currently?
Kolobai shouts that out.
Yeah.
Good. I'm almost to the 3rd floor. I'm hoping I can tie it to one of these banisters. How much rope I got?
About 10 feet.
How high up is the banister?
Well, I was saying if you're secure and you can, I guess, hold it steady, maybe Alice can shimmy across it
That's
to where you are.
Kolobai, can you do that weird hand thing over here?
I don't have eyes over there.
Shite. Hold on, maybe I can climb it. Is there a column?
Okay.
Can I untie the rope and try to like toss it over the beam above me, Brent? You know, so it hangs over it.
Sure. You're able to do that easily enough. You throw it over it. Mm-hmm.
And then I tie the rope to the beam.
Okay.
All right. I've tied my end to the beam above me in the roof. Looks stable.
Got it. So you're no longer tied to the rope. You took your end and tied it up top, and the rest of it now goes back to the where the party's at.
Yeah. It goes back to us hanging over the immovable rod and is in Torin and Kaput's hands.
Got it. As it's wrapped around that movable rod, you're holding it tight. Alice, you look at it. It's a handhold you can try to use if you want to like walk across.
She's gonna walk up to Torin and Kaput and say, "This might help a little bit," and she'll pull out her block and tackle to secure the end of the rope to the immovable rod, because that can hold up to 4 times weight.
Okay. Roll me.
Does that make sense? Like where it would be sturdier to do that instead of having people hold it, or am I using the item wrong?
Well, the reason we had it draped over there is so that we can control the slack, but at this point, if he's tied off there, we can tie it off to the immovable rod.
You get a sense that the block and tackle won't help much more than what's already here, because what I imagine is there's a rod, the rope is looped around the rod, and then somebody is like holding it tense, and it's an immovable rod. I mean, long as somebody's holding that end, the rope should be secure.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Alice will try to go across.
Wait, I give you guidance before you go. I touch you and I give you guidance.
As you're going to touch her, she'll like move her hand, so like it's a high five.
Okay.
Understood. All right, you begin walking straight and roll me a deck save with advantage as you holding this rope.
Okay. I was gonna. Okay.
I
was trying to go without. I was gonna tight walk it. I was gonna pull like I did on Sunday.
You're gonna tight walk the rope on standing on top of it.
No, she's gonna monkey bar the rope essentially.
I'm gonna monkey bar the rope. So
wrap her leg around it and then like climb. You know, like
her feet don't need to touch the floor essentially.
Yeah, I got my ankles locked. On the other side of the rope as I'm hanging down from it, and my hands are holding it. I'm gonna shimmy down the rope. Is what I want to do.
In that case, I want who's holding the rope?
Torin is one of the people holding the rope.
Okay,
I don't
if
know
you're literally
the
gonna,
rod's holding the rope.
But also you're holding the other end of it, right? Like, it's looped around. You're holding the other end of it. If, like, for instance, Torin was to let the rope go, the rope would go unloop itself and then fall on the ground, right? So like,
So the question is like, do we want to tie it to the rod or just?
Sorry, I was under the assumption it was tied off to the rope.
no,
that's
like somebody was
yeah.
holding it. Are you?
All right.
I mean, that's what I heard. That consistently was somebody was holding the other end of the rope. It was looped around, and somebody's holding that rope.
I'll just make the dex check at advantage, holding on to the rope,
Okay.
trying to jump it and all that, because my jump speed isn't far, but I can at least get to the next thing. And all right, so dex at advantage.
Yeah.
Dex save, right?
Dex save.
Or...
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I just don't overcomplicate if I don't need to. 18.
The floor under this square right here collapses. A little bit, but not too much. 18 is good. You continue moving on. Roll me another dex save. The floor doesn't even it just groans a bit under your weight as you're putting most of your weight on the rope. You're able to move across. And this floor here seems quite solid.
Oh, I'll kind of follow like Loey did go here, and I'll just jump up, jump
Vault
over the railing to.
Okay.
Yeah, vault it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna move Loey here and Alice to a different map. Why is this doing this? Here we go. That's
I'm still maintaining eyes on Alice.
Okay.
Quietly to you, Alice. Lois says, "I knew you'd make it."
She just gives you a nod.
So
Good
the rope
boss.
now is left downstairs with the others.
Yeah, tied very top of the stairwell to the
Correct.
the beam in the ceiling.
You come up the steps here and you see an open space that looks like it was once a meeting area, a small office, and maybe a speakeasy. You see shattered, empty liquor cabinets sit along the north and west walls, and an oversized table and chair kind of dominates the center of this room. To the east, it looks like a ruined, maybe reading area right about here, with old moldy books about. There is a hole in the ceiling, and the floor's cracked and damaged. You also see some doorways leading into other rooms.
This dude with Venus came all the way up here.
Oh, right. Addie has Venus, right?
Huh?
Addie, you have Venus,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, but he's not gonna help in this. But I'm saying this Arnold or whatever. You think he was able to get up here?
Maybe. Probably not, but I bet that means that not many folks could get up here. Might be something.
Is this mud new from this storm, or is this
You can smell it in the air. You get a sense that the storm that just passed probably made this building worse. But who knows how many storms have come through and ravaged this space.
Yeah. All right. So where we going? Wait.
Hold on, I got another rope. You gotta tie it around me.
And just, everybody, if you want to search or look around an area, let me know. If not, I'm just going to keep moving.
Keep it moving. I'll interrupt you if need be.
Yeah.
Are the others coming?
They're not. Bati can see through my eyes, so behave.
Yeah, as an illusion of appears in front of you of subtitles is like, we're not as limber as you two.
Oh, right, his armor. That makes sense. I don't know. Tino did okay. But sure.
Should I send her through?
No, it's fine. We can move faster, just those two. Where are we going?
All right. There's that side room over there. Check around, see if we can't find anything. And there's some far rooms over there I want to get to. Do you want me to go, or do you want to go, Adi? Actually, you should go. Here, let me tie a rope to you.
Okay.
And
You tie the rope.
Yeah, he lets out a rope and he starts tying it around you. I'm not gonna give you much slack unless I'm feeling you pulling on me, then I'll start letting it loose.
Whose rope was downstairs?
Not Loki's.
It could have been mine.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's
Mine's
fine.
the one downstairs, so I don't have a rope on me. Yeah.
All right. You're gonna climb up here, right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that seem like a good place?
Does it?
That's really the only place I can go, right?
I mean, there's directly in front of Loey here, well, like this passage, obviously that goes over here. But you could climb up over this banister here if you so choose.
Yeah, she would.
Kind
Because this floor looks like it's not great. Right?
Yeah, everywhere looks like, pretty cracked. As you climb up over this banister and kind of like kick over this chair, directly to the north of you here seems to be an open passageway into a hall that goes east and west. Besides what I described in this room, off to the east looks to be a ruined bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately to the west, it looks like more stairs go up to another floor.
Yeah. Alright, there doesn't seem to be anything in there, so I'm gonna head and look down the hallway, down this way, Loey.
Right. Okay, you got about 50 feet.
Alright. This table, does it look like it'd support my weight?
All right,
Okay.
looking around a bit more here,
Yeah.
you discover the following. This table and chair looks like a size for a large creature. The table has some old ledgers on it, but they look like they were pushed aside at some point. And you see sitting on the table is an old axe with a silver head. There's also some old tourniquets and some blood-stained rags that are dried and long now burgundy color. There also looks to be an open box sitting on the table. And nearby, there's a large bowl with some old garment covering its top.
Yeah, we're gonna check that out. 100%. Can I do a perception check or anything to see, like, I know it's mud, but, like, see if there's a safer way to get over there, or is, like, the whole floor just fucked?
Yeah, roll me a perception. Once again, anybody you'd like to look around where you're standing or distant area, you can roll that for me. The floor looks to be pretty shattered, water damaged and sags, but with 17 though. Roll me a D100.
8.
You think you see something that may look like it's worth anything? Like you see some scraps of broken statue, a small statuette, but unfortunately it's just refuse. Bad rolls. But yeah, you don't find anything else besides what I described.
Okay, yeah, I want to try to get over to the table.
Okay, go ahead, move yourself.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, I mean, I technically could jump to the table from here, right? With the standing jump?
Standing jump, you can jump half your strength score.
Oh.
Yeah, you need a running jump.
Alright, she's gonna try to gingerly scoot your booch over to get to this table.
You take a step, and your foot goes through the floor here. And downstairs, you can see, like, the ceiling just kind of, like, sags for a second. But you're able to recover, and you stand at the edge of this table.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do we see her foot come through the floor?
Yeah, you just see, like, for a second, a foot come through.
Just a bit of cupped hands around the mouth. Good.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm dirty. Yeah, what's under this cloth, right? You said this cloth was covering
Yeah.
something?
You see a cloth covers the top of a bowl.
Okay, what's in the bowl?
Okay. You pull back the cloth.
Heck yeah.
And roll 8. No, I'm joking.
Roll
I
initiative.
mean, it is what it is, man.
This metal dented bowl, it looks like the skeleton of a forearm. And you can see at the bottom of the bowl, there's some small, dried out black tentacles.
Oh. That's one way to take care of it. Alright. I'm going to climb up on the table and use it to try to get to the other side of it.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me. Yeah, you'll just show me. Okay. You
Yeah.
step over the axe, and this box looks like a used medicine kit. And you maybe kick it over or step over it, and you're standing on this table.
And she's gonna just point this direction so Loey knows where she's trying to go.
Loey nods. He's got the rope still in his hand, wrapped around like a belayer, as if you're climbing, effectively.
Sure, you got about another 25 feet.
Yeah, she's gonna try to do this move, Brent. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and try to run across this area here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, might as well. What else are we doing here? I don't know.
All right. you try to find some loot. That's what you're trying to do. You
I know.
take a step down and you try to rush across this area and roll me a deck save.
Okay. Oh my god.
Anybody have any inspiration?
Is it an advantage from the rope, though?
Yeah, roll again.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. I'll take a 26.
The floor begins to collapse under you, and you take a step back there.
I gotta get across. I don't know what else to do.
Alright, come back. Go up the other side. Maybe over here. Points in front of himself to this table.
Oh, yeah, sure. So Alice would get back up on the table
Okay.
and, yeah, try to do the whole. Then the next route would be she's trying to do, because this is a desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm trying to run on furniture if I can. So, yeah, like that kind of route is what she's looking at, Brent. You need to...
Okay. Roll me a deck save as you take this route.
Do I still have advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it moving, but without like moving too fast.
No, you're fine.
17.
You're fine. 17. As you move across this area, the square behind you collapses into the ground. And when it does, everyone in this building, the Old Tavern groans, and you can hear cracks in distant places and feel the floor shift a bit under your feet.
As if another part of the building collapsed.
As if the structure is shifting under you from you guys' actions.
Oh, Tina's gonna get out of the building. So that
you leave the building, you're like, I'm out.
Yeah, because it's like because there's less weight on the, so like you have 4 pillars, right? And they're wobbly. So if there's less weight on those, then it's like less likely to fall over. At least that's how she's thinking of it.
Okay.
So Tina will get out of the building.
All right, just move yourself to where you want to be.
I can't. I don't know where. Oh, there I am. So she just go out here.
All right, you can move the rest of where you want to go. Wow.
Okay. Well, is there anything interesting on this desk? Because I'm like walking by it, scooching shit with my boot, trying to see if there's anything of note.
Not really. It's just old books. Nothing really
Okay.
stands out here.
Okay. She kind of peek around the corners, but she's not getting off the desk.
Sure. You, once again, the rest of you, do you want to do anything? I don't want to leave you guys out of the loop. If you're just standing there, that's fine.
Oh.
I could cast Shatter, but I don't know if that would be helpful.
Not really.
I think it's Warren doesn't have much to help. I think at this point he's looking to see if any of them fall through, and he might try to catch them or something.
Correct. I've got a spell in my back pocket just in case somebody does start falling. So.
Okay, just don't want to leave anybody out.
Can I look
Sure.
around outside to see if it would be buried out here anywhere, so that I can tell them if they're like doing
You
all
can
that?
walk around and do a perception.
Yeah. Bati, you wanna go with me? We can look out here.
I need to keep Alice within range.
Oh, okay. Well, Tina will go by herself then.
Okay,
I'd say take your sister, but
just move 60 feet to wherever you want to be.
Oh.
And
Oh, can I? Oh, oops. Can I go this way? Is there anything blocking that?
no, this is like just a narrow alley down here. You can squeeze through this. So yeah, you can move across this bill. Yeah, you got it.
Oh,
Um,
oh, wait. Hold on.
Alice, you stand on this table. Maybe you kneel down, and you see there's this hallway that runs east to west. Towards the west, it looks like there's another segment or floor of this tower. To the right of your token, it looks like there's a guest room that was probably quite nice prior to Drakkenheim's downfall. The walls have drooping lavender and white striped wallpaper. Crooked and dangling there's framed pictures on the wall, and it looks like these pictures once again have magically rendered images. And in these pictures, you see that all of them have an elderly, dark green troll dressed in custom fitted, nice clothes, leaning on a cane. The troll has a long white beard that almost touches the ground. In each picture, he's seen with somebody who's important or was maybe famous in Drakkenheim. But you see these pictures all along these walls over here.
Oh. Should I get some more pictures to sell, or should we keep looking?
Oh, come on, lass. You really gotta ask me if I'm gonna take more money.
Okay, fine. She'll try to hop down to the square. Gingerly, like she's trying to be nice about it.
Sure. The pictures themselves, I mean, they don't look like they're worth much. Unless somebody's is a collector, I guess, of like some guy's
Drakkenheim
establishment.
artifacts?
They don't look like they're worth much. They're shattered, kind of like just hanging from the walls. But you can go ahead and roll me a perception check if you want to look around this room in general.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Ooh, what's up? 21.
Hey.
Sure. Let's see here. Roll me a d10.
Okay. 9.
You find under a bed, in a small box, if you open it,
Mm-hmm.
it looks to be a pretty nicely made horn of brass. There's little flourishes and stuff on the side. You're not sure how much
Yeah.
it's worth.
Yeah. I kind of stare at it and move it around a little bit so Bati can kind of look at it too. But yeah, that would be. So it doesn't seem like there's anything. I don't know if I'm gonna grab the pictures.
That's what you just in thorough investigation of this room, that's what you find of maybe probably worth something. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, brass horn, got it. Audit your channel leader. I guess I need to come back and we need to head upstairs, Loey.
Alright. Let's follow you then.
So she'll do
What?
the thing she'll.
You know, feel weird. They should check. Tell them to check out the bottom floor on the east side. There's a way in. The floor didn't look so bad when I was down there. Maybe Tinu can get to the altar that way.
How am I supposed to tell them? I don't have magic, Loey.
Tell them.
Bondi's will pass that information on when she sees Tinu again.
Tinu, looking around this area, there doesn't seem to be anything really of note here. I'm gonna move your token to the ground floor level here really quick, but you do see another entranceway into the tavern here.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Sure. You come in and you see once again kind of muddy grounds. There looks to be a kitchen area immediately to your west.
I'm gonna so this looks like a trapdoor, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna open that first.
It takes a little bit of strength, but you're able to pop it open, and this foul smell of mud and gunk comes out from it. And you see 5 feet below, just muddy water.
Hi, are you still down there?
Nobody answers. I like it though.
Can I reach with my hand?
Sure.
How long would you say is my reach is not 5 feet?
No.
But I don't want to get in there. But I kind of want to like, you know. Oh, I'll take out like the end of my rope and like fiddle it. You know how like kids do that in the water,
Yeah.
and they'll make a circle with the rope in the water to see. But I don't want. I'll put it next. So I'll put the rest of the rope here, and then I'll take the end of it and dang it over, and then mix it in the water. I know you're down there.
You get fishing in this water with this rope, and
Tinu fishes for monsters.
oh
I thought
man,
you were scared, Tinu.
no
I'm scared
longer.
of you guys like collapsing, but then you said there was something down there, so she's like wondering what it is now.
The rope suddenly goes taut.
Oh, I let go, I back up, and I leave. Oh no! Monty, there's something in there!
You run out the building. You see the rope uncoil itself and like just go into the water.
I yell from here.
So mark it up inventory.
Yes, something's in my room!
You come running
Oh,
back.
I like
That's hilarious.
Freaking
Yes,
Lord of the
this is
Rings when
something
they're
that-
throwing rocks in the water.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm hearing Tinu scream downstairs, but
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. Just look at Torin, see what his reaction is.
You keep an eye on the rope. I'll check on what that is. And Torin, I imagine he'll see them coming back, but Torin would check and.
I tried to make friends with the monster downstairs, and he ate my rope!
Tinu?
The number of friendly monsters we've actually seen can be counted on one hand with and maybe one finger.
But Salty Feathers became our friend.
Salty
That's not a
Feathers is a
monster.
bird and not a monster, Tinu.
You never know.
I-
But it looked like there was a kitchen down there.
Okay.
And the other way. So we can go check the other side. We should close that door though. I opened the trap door. But I don't think he's gonna come out.
Well, let's hope it doesn't.
All right. Do you guys go back and check out the kitchen area? Is that what's gonna happen?
Tina
Yeah.
took Torin with her. This
Yeah,
way,
Torin
this
will
way.
go with Tinu, especially because apparently of what he heard of what they did alone, so.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Torin and Tinu, and you guys. I mean, the trap door is still open, but the rope is no longer there.
It was
you could
there. It was there. It ate my rope.
Well, at least it's getting its fiber.
Yeah, off to the east, you see what looks to be a dilapidated kitchen area.
And Bati will subtitle up to the people there. Torin and Tina are checking out the kitchen.
Tina closed the trap door now. She's like scared.
Alright, you shut it. Yep. Alright, Torin, yeah, you know.
I'll take. I'm again trying to keep delicate footing because it's of seeing Loey fall, but he will take a look around the kitchen.
Alright, go ahead and move yourself to where you want to go.
Okay.
Oh, I'll move out of your way. It's over here.
Okay. He'll take a look at this first.
Sure. Inside the kitchen, you just see shattered dishware and refuse about everywhere. You look at the shelves and roll me a perception check as you look around this area.
Perception. 17.
You do a double take, and you see on a shelf over here is a rusty metal box that looks like it hasn't been opened.
Yeah. If it's not, if he can, he will try to kind of excavate it and kind of put it on the ground so he can try and take a close look at it.
Sure. You see it just has a simple latch, and you open it, and inside, it looks to be almost a brand new set of cook's utensils.
Okay. Looking at this, like, this is, I mean, this would be a good gift to bring back. I'm sure Yanis would enjoy, would like this.
That's that's always good to have.
Yeah.
All right. You go anywhere else in here? Just move yourself to where you want to go.
He'll go back. He'll keep looking around for one more kind of
Gander through.
lap. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself to where you want to go.
He started over here and noticed something here, so he'll probably go to the far end and see if there's anything over.
Sure.
It's
Roll me a perception.
rainbow. It's
On the
rainbow
ground,
right there.
it looks like some oil and whatnot is spilled on the floor. It's just been sitting there. Who knows how long or where it's from.
Probably try not to step in that,
Okay.
but. Haha, what? That's a 6. I don't think I noticed anything.
No, that's about all you see in here.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself back to where you want to go.
Is this a way out or is that a window?
Where Tinu's standing looks to be an open doorway outside.
Okay. I'll take a look around. Probably start with some of these barrels, kind of just see if there's. And we're still looking for this cache, so I'll look through some of these areas, see if it's there.
Sure. To the north in the mud, you once again see lumps and stuff in it. If you go over there, you can see that there looks to be fresh bodies in the mud. Dead, mouths agape, some eyes open, some not. You open these crates and it's nothing inside here but spoiled and rotten fruit, it looks like. But roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. That's an 11, so.
Maybe there was rainwater or something in these barrels, but it's long since evaporated. But with an 11, that's the only thing else you notice out here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, do I want to step on that? Oh, actually, I'm gonna go this way. Can I step on this trapdoor without falling in? Is it sturdy?
Do you?
I do that thing where you tap it with your toe. Like, you know how you don't put your full weight on it?
It seems like it's probably not good for supporting somebody's body weight.
Oh man, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go. I think there's something over here, Torin. There's like
Okay.
a dining table.
Yeah. Torin will take a look.
Or you,
you just-
there's a gash in the floor that looks down into the muddy basement. How are you getting
Oh.
across?
Yeah, and then kind of try to look under the table starting from here.
Got it. Roll me a deck save.
Please don't fall into
I will
it.
add my arcane deflection to make that a 17.
Alright. The floor immediately begins to crumble under you once you step in this area. And with like arcane force, you backpedal to right there.
Okay.
Maybe we
Can I
do this
look
one.
under the table from this side?
Yeah, there besides drapes of cobwebs, there doesn't look to be anything under the table, per se. But there's a large table to the north here.
How old does this table look?
It looks old.
Yeah.
So, Atinu already went, so I'm going. I already went.
When Tinu gets across it, it shatters in the middle.
You need to lose some weight, Torin. No, I'm just kidding.
Not even on the thing.
I'm just kidding.
He's projecting his weight.
I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna go this way.
So how much of the noise that they're making do I hear from where I am?
Yeah, you hear like, cracking and thumping.
You're Torin.
You come over to this table, Tinu. Oh, I'm sorry, you want to do something, Kolabadi?
I was like, I will keep it maintaining eyes there. It's like, Body will like take off her hat, reach inside of it, pull out Satanos, like look at us, like keep an eye on them and let me know if they need help. And she sends Satato after them.
He flaps his wings. And did you put him on the map? I can put him on the map here. And I'm coming back to you, Logan Alice, in 1 second. I know we're running out of time here, but I just want to give some other people a little time to do something. But I'm gonna
Morn
put.
will not try to go over this immediately. He's gonna watch Tinu and get ready to move if she gets in trouble.
I miss that. I'm okay.
That's not what I said, but all right.
Don't move, because then you're gonna fall. And I can't save you.
Roll me a perception, Tinu, as you look at this large table. There's a tablecloth that's rotten and slouched on it.
Oh, nat 20 for a 24.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
D100. 87. I find the scepter of Richarios that we gave away. I'm just kidding.
Oh man, a dupe.
You find the remnants of it has water damage across it, but it looks like a map of Drakkenheim that's similar to the one that you guys have. And it looks like there's some charcoal written on it, and a location that is circled. Somebody put this in a treasure channel so I can remember this. And let me see here. Where are we looking at? Hurry up. Is it here? Yeah, here we go. Roll me a D100.
Oh. Okay. Give me something good to know. 63.
It looks like somebody's indicated at this location that there is some type of alchemy shop, and there may be some magical potions of worth there. Somebody scribbled potion of invulnerability, but they scratched that out, and under it, there's it says potion that affects the mind, with some question marks next to it.
I wave, Sataro, come here. And I'll give it to Sataro to take it to Torn. In case I fall.
Sure. He picks it up as best he can with his beak, and you see.
Yeah, he looks like
Mm-hmm.
gives a muffled squawk and flaps over to Torin.
Thank you. And Tina will hop onto this chair and then hop down here.
Got it. Yeah, you come to an entrance area. It looks like maybe this is where guests were welcomed in. There's a shattered table. There doesn't look to be much here in this area. It's probably been picked through already by others who came through. But a door leads outside.
There's an exit here, Torrin. You can leave. I'm leaving
Okay.
this side. I'm not jumping over that again.
Yeah.
And she'll go.
Sataro lands on your shoulder.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Torin. What? How'd you get here?
I walked here, went back to the kitchen, and then went outside.
All right. So, walking there, roll me a deck save.
Oh no! Sataro, where's Torrin?
And +4.
The floor collapses under your step as you continue to move forward. You're good. You can keep going.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we good? Are you good? We're good.
I'm good. Are you good? All
Yeah, I'm good.
right. Did you find anything?
And Sataro on his shoulder will say, "He walks like a pregnant cow."
Oh no! Don't say that, Sataro. We're gonna make him.
All right. Kaput, is there anything you wanted to do before I get back to Alice and Louie here for the last 10 minutes?
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
All right.
I got no more jokes at this moment.
Meanwhile, you guys were talking about going up the steps. Is that what I heard?
We were, but then I realized that there was some. You said there was more to explore over here.
Yeah, you see that there's a passageway, ruined obviously, that leads to, it looks like another area of this tower.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get over there.
Alright.
So, yeah, doing the whole. Damn, it's cracked. It's the problem. I don't. It doesn't look like I can get over there, really.
I can only give you that much. I could come to
Yeah.
you more if you want and get on the desk. And give you more space.
If you want to try that. If you want me to check it out, yeah. Otherwise, we'll go up the stairs.
Yeah, hold on. Let me come to you. Brent.
Yes.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to try this route here, like this. If that makes sense. So, like, pull myself up using the banister here on this square. Move like this.
So this area is 5 feet down, and then 10 feet across here. It's like the steps continue to go back downward on this square here. So you would have to do a good jump to grab this ledge here and pull yourself up. So you can give me an athletics.
Sure.
Can you climb the wall?
Or climb the wall if you want. Either way. Yeah, I'll do an athletics.
Sure, if you want to climb the wall, you can do that too.
No, I'll give you the athletics.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's all good. 19.
Ah, you're fine.
Nice.
Yeah, you're able to go ahead and land here. Yeah. So where else you going?
Then to here, and Loey would quickly like scan the room to see if there's anything in here.
Got it.
So I know.
In this area here, you see a spacious bathroom that's in tatters. Roll me a perception.
Sure. Nah, he's too quick. He rolled an 8. He's like,
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's worth in there.
All right. And then he comes to here.
Got it. You climb up
Impulsive.
on the table. All right. Look at you guys parkouring everywhere. Platforming in
Right.
D&D. All right. You climb on the table. You climb across the refuse, and you land there right next to Alice. And Alice, you said you were going to go a certain direction?
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of do this.
Sure. Roll me a deck save.
Okay. Do I still have advantage because of the rope?
As long as Loey's holding it.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure. I don't want to.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
26.
Yeah, you did this part of this floor crumbles under your weight. Right here.
I gotta get back.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You can south path or the north one. It's okay. Well, I can pull you. You're doing good, Adi. You're doing good.
Okay.
I glare at you.
As
Very
that
nice.
section crumbles, everyone who's in the building suddenly, like, the whole building just jolts and shifts westward. You can hear a series of pops and snaps and cracks and puffs of dirt and grime from the walls. Then everything settles. You stand here looking in this direction, Alice, and you see a gaping hole is in the floor of this tower section. It looks to go down about 10 feet to the story below, where there's a pile maybe of rubble. You can see that there's old pictures of mountains surrounding, the mountains that surround Drakkenheim, still mounted on the walls. They don't look like they're worth much. But also mounted to the wall is an old rickety ladder that goes up 10 feet to a trap door on the ceiling of the third story. This trap door looks like there's a fairly new lock on it.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Find it, lass.
And of course there's gashes and whatnot all on the floor here, and then the huge hole. There's a small ring on the northeast side here, like a lip of where the floor used to be.
God.
And subtitles in front of you. Colabotio says, "Do you need your rod?"
Probably and your bird.
Understood. And I guess Satato, she's gonna telepathically tell the Satato to fly over to Kaput.
Okay. I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and you guys, Torin, Tina, you see Satoru leave you guys. All right.
And
Look at the bird.
Colabotio come up to the steps a little bit. Looks like untie the rope from the rod, click it off, hand the rod to the bird.
I complete such task and I hand it to the bird.
Satato, please take that to Miss Alice.
Sure.
And he will fly through the building in her direction.
Understood. Let's see something here.
I think I might as well have the flying creature move more than anybody.
All right. So Tar's able to pick this thing up, but his fly speed is definitely decreased. It's not the best of objects for him to be carrying in his claws of his feet. We're going to go ahead and stay. But he's able to go ahead, sweating. He's able to come up the steps with the rod, and he's able to drop it onto the floor here. You see he's panting though, like He needs
Oh,
to take a
good
breather.
boy. Pretty bird. You're the only bird I like. And I hate
And
birds.
Satano does a little bow, milady.
All right, Loey, I'm thinking tying the rope to this. Having good boy Satato here take it up to the ladder. And we use the rope to get to the ladder, because I'm gonna have to pick that lock unless you just want to shoot it off.
There's a lock on the ladder up there.
There's a lock on the ladder up there. Yes.
There is a ladder that goes up to a trap door that's on the ceiling.
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
All right.
How strong does the ladder look?
It looks dusty, old, rickety. It looks like it's been here since this place declined, you know?
Do we think that's really where the stash is gonna be?
He said it
What
was
goes
brand new, right? That lock.
Yes.
Lass, either there's a trapdoor that it goes to that's directly underneath where they put the cash, and he went the other way up the stairs and he locked it from up there, which doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. Or he went up that ladder and he locked it after he was done. I
Right,
bet
so-
that.
And the floor collapsed later.
I can come to you if you need. I can. The floor looks relatively stable. I can make that hop to you.
Well, I was thinking tying the rope to my end of the rope to the rod, asking Satato to fly the rod over there.
So Colorado will put in subtitles. If we take the rope from Loe, you tie it to the rod. I mage hand the rope over there and loop it back to you.
There we go.
What are you looping it around?
One of the rungs of the stair of the ladder.
The ladder's not gonna hold me.
That ladder's not attached to the wall. You need a beam. Do you see any roof beams in there?
Do I see any roof beams, Brent? Do I see anything to kind of looking around? Is there anything that I can see where I can get a rope so I can get to the lock in as much of a stable way as I can using rope? I guess.
I mean, on the ceiling, sure, you can see some angled support beams. We'll go ahead and say at each one of these 45-degree angles. We'll well, whatever, you know, each one of these angles.
Yeah.
And I guess you can maybe loop a rope around those. But you know, I mean, the question still remains: is like, I guess how you're going to get to the lock and I guess keep yourself in front of it while you try to unlock it.
When I make lock picking checks, it's just the action, so it's the 6 seconds, right?
I would say that picking a lock requires more than 6 seconds. Under no duress, yes. But this situation, you get a sense that if you don't have some type of secure way to be in front of this lock, it's going to be hard to pick it.
How good are you at locking your legs around the rope, Harry? Just do that. Shimmy your way up there. We get the rope secure with Taro and your plan, and then you tie it to one of those beams, and you hang from the ceiling, right, close to it, and you work on the lock.
There we go. That's what I'm gonna try.
Okay, so how about this? Make a note of that, and we'll get back to this next session.
Okay.
Because we need to get into the details of this. So just make a note of that in your channel or whatever, and we'll see what happens next time as you guys continue fooling around in this place. Yeah.
I actually had I got an idea which I can probably describe better if you want.
Sure, but don't do it now because I will totally forget. I'll make a note of it. So, or you can send it to me like in your channel, and that's better. But if you just tell me right now, I can already see it. Like next weekend, I'm gonna be like, yeah. What was that again? So yeah, just make a note of it. So and then we can go ahead and deal with that next and see as you guys move through this old building. Making progress though. Good job, guys. I almost wanted you to go into the water in the basement, Tina. That would have been fun. I just want to give you a hug.
She's smart. She wouldn't have done
I know.
that.
All right, but that is it for this session. Good job, guys, and finding some loot and treasure along the way, and we'll see if you guys can deal with the rest of Old Troll Tavern next time. So I'm cutting the stream here now. We're late. Deuces.
All right.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Night, guys.
Bye, goodbye.
Right.